All right. What's up, world? So we are back in the 2010 NBA season, and I have put Steph Curry on the same team as Victor Wembanyama, damn near the same age. I don't know what the title of this video is going to be. I had it written down in my notes from like a month ago. I think I was just brainstorming one day about like the most fun NBA players, and I was like, this would be a really fun dynamic. Big Victor, who's like the current biggest draw, as someone that obviously watches a handful of NBA games. When Victor's on, it's like, put the damn game on. And that's how it was with Steph. It still is that way, but you know what I mean. Mid 2010, Steph Curry game is on. He's going to hit a half-court shot against Thunder. It's like, all right, you know what I mean? The game's got to be on. So this will be Steph's second season in the NBA. It's the beginning of the LeBron era in 2K. He averaged 18 in his rookie season, and Victor is a rookie. Just put him on the team. I gave him his #1, snatched it off of Darrell Wright's back. So yeah, these two will probably be in their prime in about 2 to 3 years and then be wreaking havoc on the league. So shout out to basketball. And speaking of Darrell Wright, you know, that's that. I don't think anyone's ever said that before, but that's a unique sentence. I always found it interesting that him and DeLon Wright were both in the NBA, obviously, his brother, but DeLon Wright's like 10 or 15 years younger or something like that, because they got drafted like 12 or 13 years apart, I'm pretty sure. And shout out to DeLon Wright. Hopefully he's doing well. He was on the Pacers preseason team, and he got knocked in the head so bad that he went unconscious and then got released the same day. So that was one hell of a 24 hours for him. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I just know that he got injured really bad. And so far the team isn't bad. Now granted, 284 overalls leading the team that are also this talented is not that bad for this era. You know, it wasn't the most talented roster wise. Victor is oddly only playing 31 minutes a game while Steph is playing 41. We got some great trades on here. Tony Allen for Deshaun Stevenson, Eddie Curry for Andres Nocioni, Antoine Jameson for Peja Stojakovic. These are some real and this is the one I was looking for. The Warriors traded for Channing Frye, which is actually cutting into Victor's minutes because Channing Frye is such an elite bench prospect that they have to play him over Victor Wembanyama. And so far, this actually isn't too surprising. Monte Ellis is leading the team in scoring. Shout out to Monte, one of the best non-all-stars ever. Curry's averaging 21s, Victor's averaging 16. All right, so I know they're not even at their peaks yet, but as LeBron wins MVP, John Wall Rookie of the Year. Shout out to John Wall. I've been seeing him on that one broadcast. I got him on now. Steven Carter, Bulls coach. I guess they don't got Tibbs on here right now. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Maybe it kind of does, but no Warriors on the All-NBA teams. But we are the 3rd seed playing against the Portland Trailblazers. Victor with that long body last name against Marcus Camby. This is a good matchup overall. I mean, they're all in the 80s, low 80s as well. So, and yeah, that is true actually. Wait, did Victor did make first team all rookie. I don't know why I didn't check that. Just, you know, couldn't supplant Mr. John Wall. Get him out of there. It's gonna be a 4-point loss in game 1. Curry with 32 and 11, Victor with 17 and 11. I'm really as another loss, going down 2-0 to these 30 points of LaMarcus Aldridge, 4 for 20 from Brandon Roy, and 1 for 10 from young Wesley Matthews, and they won. I think I found out like a year ago that Wesley Matthews spent time on the Jazz early in his career because he was undrafted, and then he went to Portland. I don't know why the score was so low I didn't register that this game was ending just now. And that is going to be the series. The Blazers 110-100 outplay the Warriors. Victor was just 2 for 8 in this last game. So LaMarcus Aldridge, Brandon Roy, Wesley, it is a good team. Greg Oden off the bench, it's a little bit too much. Blazers first team to advance in the playoffs, and they did not go to the finals or anywhere close. Derrick Rose wins the finals over the Mavericks. So 2011 switches up a little bit. He did not win MVP, but he won the championship. I think that's a decent little trade-off. Celtics, Shaq retired. Who's the Warriors? They got Keith Smart as the Warriors coach. I'm obviously not changing it. I was just wondering. Oh yeah, and I was gonna say I did want to find a way to bring Clay back over here, even though now the Warriors aren't bad enough to even have picked him at his other spot that they got him at. You know, they have the 22nd pick, and Clay was, I think, the 11th pick in real life. I could be wrong, but you know, we're gonna chalk this up as a change in the Victor era, just because they ended up, if they ended up in that lottery, I was gonna find a way to give him Clay. But unless, you never know, maybe there's a trade. You never know. Kyrie falls to 3, and then Clay goes to the Sacramento Kings, who he shot 0 for 11 against famously. So I'm gonna just actually, let's see if any funny trades happen. Here we go. Yes, that's what we're waiting for. Andrew Bogut. Wait, what? That's actually kind of interesting. Without the Victor trade on the without the Warriors trade on the table, they trade him to the Nets because the Warriors don't need a center no more. So yeah, and they get a 2013 top 10 protected Bobcats pick. That'd be pretty damn good at some point. And I think Derek Williams was the draft pick there, so that was kind of interesting. Iman Shumpert, welcome to the team. Definitely not an Iman Shumpert face scam, but he's still here. And Tyler Honeycutt off the bench. Shout out to the I found this draft class. I've had to scavenge because the PC servers are different from the rest of, like, you know, it's not as active. And thankfully I found a good one. Like, you know, it's good if Tyler Honeycutt is in here, I hope. Oh, Isaiah Thomas, damn, he went 11. So we'll live with Iman Shumpert instead of Clay. You know, that's the trade-off for getting Victor. And you still got Monte Ellis. Carmelo Anthony with the cornrows in the free agency pool. So he obviously did not get traded, and he is going to sign with the Houston Rockets. That's actually really interesting. I feel like I usually see him not go to the Houston Rockets. I don't know. Zach Randolph to the Pacers, leaving Memphis after 2 years there. That changes a lot. Old Tracy McGrady to the Jazz. I just saw this really funny post. Hold on, I'm gonna just go pull it up from like the Knicks MSG. I just thought this was really really funny. Who is this former Knick/Spur? This is like 15 minutes ago. I'm really sitting here looking at this like they put someone nasty, and then I realized it was T-Mac, because T-Mac as a former Knick/Spur is a wild distinction for Tracy McGrady. Victor went up by well, so I had imported him over somebody, so it says plus 19. First of all, Steph went up plus 7. That's pretty impressive. Victor went up 6 overalls, I'm pretty sure, from where he was at the beginning of last season. They also signed Yee and whoever the hell else. Damn, they have a Lou Amundsen face scan in this game. I did not expect that. So not much of an offseason change. View on the PC, I think it was this dude's username I downloaded these draft classes from. Yeah, he got Andrew Nicholson in there. That's how you know. My guy Tony Roden, Arnett Moultrie. Oh yeah, this team could very well take a sizable leap just because of the leap of Steph and Victor, hopefully, or maybe they'll just be mid. Who knows? 32 and 20, 5th seed right now, not bad. Definitely a playoff team. If you look at that Nuggets at the 8th seed, the Warriors at seed 5 right now are like 7 games in front of the Nuggets, who are the 8th seed. So, and there's no playing in this era, obviously. Oh yeah, and also I noticed Victor only had 5 badges this last year. Now he has 17 badges. Curry's got Hall of Fame, limitless range, and shifty shooter. A little bit further ahead on his development. He's also 3 years older. Victor's averaging 19 this year. Curry's averaging 23 and 10, which is impressive. Monte Ellis giving you 21 and 6. Victor's still just playing 31 minutes, which is very surprising to me. I guess this team is very center heavy. Look at this. Oh my goodness. The bench is 4 bigs or just whatever. There's 4 more bigs in the rotation, or no, 5. I don't throw Iman Shumpert out there. Shout out to Iman Shumpert. I remember Iman Shumpert wanted to be a point guard real bad, because I think he was a point guard at Georgia Tech. I think that's where he went. I'm about to go check. Yeah, he has it just said he has 19 badges. What the hell? Respect, honestly. That's insane. Derrick Rose wins the MVP the next year. 2012, Kyrie Irving Rookie of the Year. Ty Lawson 6th Man of the Year. Dwight Howard DPOY. Rodrigue Beaubois. Why is his name backwards? Is that how he does it? Shoot, I don't know. I think Rodrigue Beaubois had like a 15 seconds of NBA. So I'm like, genuinely, I could have sworn, I don't know the legitimacy to this, but the only time I'd ever seen people reverse their names was like the Asian NBA players, like Yang Hansen or Ming Yao, like that type of thing. So I didn't know that was if that's actually true and that's what he did. Did he have Rodrigue on the back of his jersey? Maybe it's just the roster I'm using. Steph Curry makes the All-NBA second team. 23, 6 and 10 almost on 54 and 42 from the field and 96 from the line. So very early in his career, 50, 40, 90 season. He almost had one in his rookie year in real life. Oh, well, I guess not, because he wasn't close to 50. Victor, still no awards except for that All-NBA. Steph made the All-Defensive second team. Okay, sure. Okay, whatever. First round against Dallas, last year's reigning Western champions, and with Beaubois Rodrigue at the 1. They're going to win game 1, so we are still winless in the playoffs. Victor, 22. Darrell Wright, 20 points. Steph Curry was 7 for 20 with 6 assists, but he also had 6 steals, so that kind of cancels out. My bad, I meant 6 turnovers, by the way, for the first number. We did win the second game by a lot. Monte Ellis, 24 and 11. Victor with 24. Steph Curry with 11 and 13. Another win, 13-point win, 24 and 8 from Curry, 22 and 8 from Victor. Just a different 8. The rebounds, obviously. I don't really have to say that. You understand. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, 95-95, 2:23 to go. We could clinch the series with this win, but not only that, I just want to see these two play a basketball game together. Hopefully it goes decently and not like, you know, annoyingly bad like how this game can be sometime. As Victor is currently guarded by, is that Tyler Hansborough? I think that is. Who probably just got, or actually, I don't know. Oh my goodness. Yee down low. Is that Jason Kidd trying to go for a steal? Jason Kidd just jumped higher than he probably did in the last 5 years of his career. Shout out to Jason Kidd. I'll always cherish the memory when he hit that N1 play against the Nets in his his last year with the Knicks, as Dirk takes some BS. That's off. Rebound by Yee. Yee up to Lee. Wow, what a duo. And Steph isn't out here. They're running a full big man lineup. David Lee is dribbling the ball a lot. Over to Yee. Back out Victor for 3. This is a lot of rhyming. Anyways, Shawn Marion. Do they not have numbers on the back? Oh, no. Wait. Hold on. No. I gotta check some. I could have sworn Shawn Marion does not have a last name. They snatch his identity. It's like that damn SpongeBob episode. You better go after a dumpster diving. Post up against Dirk with Victor, and he low-key just got some good leverage, but then he tried to shoot over Victor, and you know how that ends. Victor dribbling back up the other way. This spin, trying to get flashy. Steps back, shoots the 3 over Jason Kidd. Oh yeah, no. We don't gotta wait for Victor to learn how to play. Victor's already got it. I don't even think I've seen him do that in the modern era. If he did that back then, there might have been a price on his head, but you probably couldn't reach him. So, all right, little young Steph Curry's out there in his old 2K model, and the pass down to Dirk. Dirk against David Lee now. Oh, what the hell? The go-to shot, Dirk. I'm sorry. I haven't actually seen that Dirk move in this 2K. That was horrific. That's like a little bit too stiff even for Dirk. Like, hold on, let me play this in full speed. Like the bump, and like he does this fake into nowhere. He's faking toward he's faking toward you in the crowd. Like I don't and then he goes and shoots it. That's a good looking, you know, Dirk fade, but it's just so stiff and rigid. All those animations, they had a lot more potential this year. 2K has done a decent job in the past few years of introducing things and then making them better the second year, so we'll see. But you know, anyways, because I don't think there's been any scenario in playing a 2K game where I've actually hit the go-to shot on purpose. Dirk, he's about to do it again. No, he just faded away and he hits that one. That's easy, but they're down by 5 points. This one might be Jover. Monte Ellis with the rock, the screen by David Lee. Monte over it, goes to the rim all the way. Layup is off, rebound by Dirk. They got a chance. Monte Ellis, future Maverick, at least in real life he was, so maybe, you know, he's conspiracizing, I don't know. Layup is good by Jason Terry. Dirk has 40 and David Lee has 12. Shout out to that. That just threw David Lee under the bus like that. I guess they are matched up against each other. All right, well, Monte Ellis with the rock, screen, and that is a moving screen. This could not be going much worse right now. 28 seconds to go. The Mavs will take their last timeout, it looks like, if we ever call it. Yeah, there it is. Last timeout, down by 3, 28 seconds. Would you take that time? That's an interesting like decision. Would you take that time out? That you probably just, it's already a dead ball. You could say that's either a good or a bad thing. Oh my goodness, maybe they shouldn't have, because they just gave the ball to Steph Curry. He'll go up with his layup package, and they just threw the ball into the lane. He got there. He's been getting a lot of steals, so I guess, yeah, he's just turning, I don't know what. And pass down to Dirk again. Dirk getting bumped out to damn near the 3-point line. He gets some room, and Dirk is having his way, but it seems like it's gonna be a little, oh my goodness, what was the decision there? I don't think I've seen that pass ever made. I mean, David Lee, he just started walking out on the side, on the baseline, and he launched it down to Victor. Tyson Chandler, if he was a safety, he'd be getting released right now for sure, because there was no reason for him not to get that pass. They'll call a timeout just for safety, I guess, even though you just advanced the ball, so it's not like, I don't know. 2K should have better like positional what's the word? Situational substitutions. Man, Steph could have taken the free throws there. He gave the ball to Victor instead. It's an interesting choice. And Victor at the line, doesn't matter. He still got it. That'll be game. And that's a 5-point win. This series is definitely over with. Probably, unless the Warriors decide to blow a 3-1 lead real early. Dirk with 42, with 3 20-point games from 3 different players on this roster, the big 3 of sorts. And that'll be it for this one. Shout out to Dirk with the long wavy hair, still in his photo. And they were up 2-1. I guess it was a much needed win then. All right, so it's 2-2. That's the first time I think I've done that in a while. I don't know. This one is close again, and the Mavericks are going to go up by 4. It is now a 2-point game of 1/3. Now this is an even bigger game that I didn't realize. Okay, back in Golden State. Is this like it says Oracle, so I guess this is supposed to be historically accurate. Oh, why are the Mavericks jersey this tone? Am I tripping? Maybe I'm lost. Wow, Dirk just got pushed out of bounds by I don't know who. There goes Jim Carrey on the sidelines. You know, celebrity row. Steph Curry back. Like it's a much brighter shade of blue, right? When you download rosters, I don't think there's even a chance that they can change the jerseys, right? It's a weird shade of blue, because that's something that's only when you download scenarios, and I did not do that. Why who is shooting that shot? That's Darrell Wright shooting that damn shot. I wouldn't even let DeLon shoot that shot. And Rodrigue Beaubois from the corner, that's off. Rebound by Curry. Victor is out there. Hasn't touched the ball yet. He doesn't need to, but you know, one of y'all got it. There you go. Monte to the rim. Monte back out. Victor wide open 3 ball. Oh my goodness. He's the splash brother right now. They don't need Klay Thompson. 26 and 11 from Victor. Rodrigue. He's going to get it to Dirk in the post again. Dirk just shoots the shot. I like the variety. The audio just cut out for a second. I don't know. I think I just heard like the game. Oh my goodness. What just happened? Oh snap. Monte Ellis catches the pass between the legs, breaks Jason Terry, gets to the rim. Reminiscent of when Iguodala hit that low cross and broke old dude that one time. I think it was either when he was on the Nuggets, like his first season of the Warriors, one of those two. And Beaubois with some room, he'll pass it down to Dirk. I mean, they're only down by, he missed it, and that's a Victor board. Big Victor board over Shawn Marion, who's a great rebounder. Although we don't know if that's actually Shawn Marion since he has no identity. Matter of fact, wait, can I go check some? Does he like just not? No, he has a last name. I don't know what they did to him. They snatched his last name off his back. Like he got married or something. Victor hits the first and the second. That's a 5-point lead for them, and that'll be at least game 5. So now they're up 3-2. 1 game away from advancing. Obviously, I'm not going to, trust me, I ain't going to be looking at the first round this entire video, but it's their first playoff run, so let's have some fun with it. Although you don't know if it's going to be a run. Oh, wait again. Oh my goodness. This game is going back and forth. It's a almost tied game, a 2-point game with 1:45 to go. This is turned into a pretty classic first round series. One classic first round moment I remember from these Mavericks teams is when Vince Carter hit that shot against the Spurs from the corner. That's one of my what's it called, moments. My that was a crazy move by Steph, by the way. That was really nice. Core moments, memories, one of those type of things. Yeah. Rodrigue with the rock. He's gonna try and, I don't know, take it at the rim, I guess, maybe. Dribbles it back out to Shawn Marion, who still has no last name. Pass down, Dirk against whoever that is. I can't really tell right now. I think it might be, oh wow, That was a, what type of foul was that? Is that a reach in, or I guess it doesn't really matter. I also can't see if they're in the bonus, but I actually want to see that again. Dirk and low dribbling goes up. I think hey, maybe he foul baited, respect. Dirk at the line. They say the ball don't lie, so I guess it was legit. He hits the first and he made the second as well. 1:22 to go. Passing to Monte. Monte against Terry. Monte in the post. Back out to Curry. Curry, I think he just got a little switch with Terry. They're gonna give it back to Monte now. Going to the rim, and oh my goodness. That's why you keep the ball in Steph's hands right now. Monte throws the ball away. And oh, Marion down to Dirk with the easy layup to take a 4-point lead. Because of the old graphics, you don't really know the timeout situation or anything like that. But 55 seconds to go. 4-point deficit for Monte Ellis and the Warriors as he dribbles the rock. He is trying to get to it. Monte takes a horrendous layup, and Tyson Chandler with the board. This game might be over. They might be going to game 7. Rodriguez gives it to Sean Marion, who's going to go at Victor. They double him, I guess maybe just for like default pressure, but then they leave open one of the best 3-point shooters, Jason Terry. He misses. They have to foul Tyson Chandler. Jason Terry, I think, is still maybe top 10 all time in threes. This game is definitely over. I don't got to exhaust my time here. It is going to end up a win. 40 points from Dirk again, and another Mavericks win. Game 7 in Golden State in the Oracle, and yeah, 21-point win. Monte with 27, Curry with 26 and 15, DeLon Wright or Darrell Wright with 23, and Victor with 21, 13 and 6. 420 balls. Channing Frye was real good too. In 13 minutes, he had 16 points. Dirk with 27. They were, you know, below average for their standards in this game. So second round is going to be against Kobe Bryant, CJ Watson, Lamar Odom, Pau Gasol, Andrew Bynum, and the Lakers. And game 1 is a resounding statement Golden State Warriors win. That is a big time win right now in this scenario. 25 from Kobe, 25 from Pau. Goran Dragic off the bench with 12. I didn't know he was on this team or I guess they must have just signed him. Obviously he wasn't on the Lakers. I would have known that. Next game in Los Angeles, and it is going to be a Lakers win. Curry with 30, but Dragic had 34 in 24 minutes. They definitely looks like they started him for this game, which is probably the right move. And Kobe had 29. They were just good all around him, and he had 140 points in 2012. It's obviously, oh, now they're starting Andre Miller. This is great. They're going through the roulette, the gauntlet of just point guards, throwing them out there. There's a, okay, I mean, hold on, whose ball is it? I'm trying to finesse it. Victor with the board, 4 seconds to go. I'm jumping in. I knew it would finesse and make them shoot the ball, so I just wanted to see something interesting. Let's see. 4 seconds to go. Ekpe Udoh passing the rock. Oh snap, they set a good screen for Steph, but he doesn't go to the 3-point line. He goes to the mid-range, but wait, he has the layup and he is gonna make it. Steph Curry weaving through the lane with a risky behind the back in this scenario that Dragic does not get to. My goodness, but it did lose Lamar Odom though, and then he gets to the rim. Easy layup, easy-ish, easy enough with the left hand. So that was interesting. They went for the 2, and Kobe full court at the buzzer. That is off, so they're going overtime. 2 minutes to go, and the Lakers gonna take a little 4-point lead with 119, and they have the ball too. Kobe against Monte Ellis, not a favorable matchup for our end of our basketball club. Andre Miller gets it. He'll give it to Kobe. He has a good enough, oh snap, his jumper is slow. They changed his jumper. That is a nasty jumper. That is nothing like his jumper. His jumper in 2K as it is fine. Oh my goodness, Curry with the cross and the pull. Oh snap, the gameplay, they playing well right now, because like I said a few days ago in one of my videos, oh snap, Kobe fadeaway over Monte. Hello. Yeah, he might they might keep this game in their hands. I don't know if we could stop them, especially sitting here watching Monte guard him. And Monte, speaking of Monte though, gets to the rim. Oh, good pass down to David Lee for the layup. Still just a 3-point game. 47 seconds to go. Lakers, anything could happen here, and one very likely thing to happen is a Kobe Bryant bucket. I could already see the screen, or I don't know. No, he breaks the screen, goes to the left. Oh, pump fakes the fadeaway, stops, back out to Odom. Odom gets bumped. Odom trying to get to the rim. Odom layup is good over the contest. It's funny because I was going to say I could put Darrell Wright on Kobe, but then Lamar Odom took it right at Darrell Wright like it didn't matter. You know, just for more height, obviously, against Kobe. But yeah, it doesn't seem like any of our guys can guard him. So, except for obviously Victor, but he's not really getting in the mix that much. Screen, and it'll be a Curry just standing there at the 3-point line. Far beyond it, actually. He spins, trying to get somewhere. Gets to the rim eventually. Pulls it. That's off. Rebound by Victor. He does a little glitchy putback. I'd be doing that on rec all the time. 3-point lead, pass into Andre. Probably just let him get to the line and then simcast it out. I won't cheese him too much. Pass into Kobe. He'll give it to Andre Miller. He's gonna go to the line, and he makes both. There's a chance the Warriors have the ball right now. Yeah, they do. I didn't even plan for this, but whatever. Warriors with the ball, down by 3, 7 seconds to go. Darrell Wright passing the ball to Curry in the corner. He pulls the 3 so fast, and he misses it. Lamar Odom with the board, and Darrell Wright just checks him, and that'll be game. 32 and 11 from Steph in the loss. Hey, Kobe, Bynum, and Powell all had double-doubles with rebounds, and so did Lamar almost. So that was a wild performance there. That would have to be like the first time that would happen since like the 60s if it's ever happened. Why are they trying to save my VC so bad? I don't care. I'm on the PC. I'm not trying to save VC. Are you sure you want to skip running VC for this game? Oh, that's good. You could just do that. They used to just bring you out entirely of the whole menu, and I had to, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about that much. They can keep my VC. I really don't care. All right, game 5, season kind of on the line, back in Golden State. It is a 1-point game with 1:48 to go. It's a big one right here. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. As I usually do in these videos, I had to take a day break in the middle of recording because, you know, sometimes these videos take a while to record. Although I didn't really get that far into this one, but since this, as Kobe, that wasn't Kobe. That's Andre Miller with the steal, I think, and then Kobe's open for 3. That's good. That's a 4-point lead for them now. I gotta see that steal again. Yeah, since I started this video, I actually the Knicks NBA Cup versus the what's it called happened, the Spurs, you know, the championship. First of all, shout out to the Knicks. Secondly, you know, I had to bring it up because we're doing a Victor video. Look at Andre Miller, man. He ain't jumped that high since '96. And also, first of all, shout out to Victor for being a hooper, even though he didn't really do all that much yesterday. But also too, though, it was sad that he what's it called? Like he didn't really give answers. Then he started crying in the post game thing as Monte Ellis smokes the layup. I'm about to start crying right now after seeing that shot attempt. But on a serious note, yeah, because his I think they said his grandma had died, and so RIP. But shout out to him too for I mean, I don't know what the decision, you know, what I mean, you know, I don't think you're really making a decision in that type of moment. But what I mean is, like, you know, he's not really in the clearest state of mind, but he went out there and hooped anyways. And but yeah, hey, shout out to the Knicks though. As David Lee hits the lefty mid-range shot. I used to like David Lee and his nasty left-hand jumper. It wasn't really that bad. He had a little like game winner for the Knicks with like 0.2 left. And Kobe, that was a very Kobe Bryant move. He had Yee on him and he spun off of him, pulls it up at the free throw line. That's good. That was an incredible move. I don't know if this roster I downloaded messed with his tendencies or something, but he's taking all the right shots. David Lee's gonna get in the mid-range again. I don't know why David Lee and Monte Ellis are running it right now though. I mean, you'd think the 290 overalls would be doing a little more, but Monte, that's a good shot. And the Lakers will take a timeout to advance the ball. The Warriors don't have to foul. Oh wait, oh yeah, they have 1 timeout left as well. Lakers now have none. Andrew Bynum will pass the ball into Kobe. They're not, oh snap, Bynum was wide open. They could have, I would have just went for the easy 2 right there. Although it's Victor down there, maybe they were scared. So Monte on Kobe, like I said, not really a favorable matchup here, but let's see. 7 seconds, Kobe doing his little escape dribble. He's gonna go up Monte Ellis. Victor, oh, David Lee with the reach and foul, and that'll put Kobe on the line with 4 seconds left on the clock, and he made it. I definitely thought he just missed that. That was far on the left side of the rim. Second one is also good, and that'll be the game and potentially the season on a terrible David Lee reaching. Look at Kobe. Why'd he just like stop? I guess they're huddled up. But yeah, I mean, we could see the last shot, assuming that, you know, they could get a good shot off of this Steph Curry, but that should be it. I mean, you don't know, actually. You really don't know. Let's see. Corner. Oh, he's wide open. And he didn't take it. He didn't take the shot. He'll take the layup instead. That is insane. We're going to foul again. It'll be Andre Miller. Hello? Oh my goodness. Curry didn't want to foul. Does he have like 8 fouls or something? Because I mean, that is actually kind of interesting. He has 5 fouls. I have foul outs off though. Andrew Bynum, 6 fouls. I have them off, but he wanted to be cognizant of his foul situation and not foul out, which is kind of a crazy decision at this point in the game, but we might need him because there's 2.5 seconds left and we're about to need a full court shot out of him as Andre Miller missed the first one. It's going to go to Steph. No, it's not. Monte Ellis full court shot and it is off. It was actually pretty close. So that is going to be a 3-1 series lead for the Lakers. That'll probably, you know, cap out the season. And when you playing against Kobe playing like that and you don't have a defender on him, yeah, Clay, we miss you in theory. Let's see though. I mean, hey, we're about to force. You never know. I feel like there's been a handful of these where game 7 is forced and then they don't win anyways, but we might. Nah, it's gonna be a Lakers game 6 win, and the stat box scores for both teams were damn near exactly the same. But yeah, so not a bad season. I'm not mad at it. Dwayne Wade wins he won Finals MVP. Sorry, they didn't have conference MVPs back then, as you would know. And over Bron, interesting. Shout out to Greg Oden. And yeah, that's the season. AI retire with the Magic. Is there what's a rule change you would you like if they I don't know if the NBA had the goaltending rule? Once the ball hits the rim, any player can legally make a play on the ball. That would be insane. The way that they have it in the Olympics and they do it overseas and stuff, I just feel like that's pretty insane. I know a lot of players, you know, are swishing shots from outside anyways, and we shoot a lot of outside shots, but that would still be insane because then you got guys like Victor now, or if the ball just hits the rim just barely. I wonder though if you'd be like cognizant and kind of hesitant hesitant towards even doing it, knowing that maybe the ball could swish in the rim. So like you don't want to accidentally hit it, you know what I mean, before it hits the rim. I don't know. Maybe you could just get good timing at a certain point. I will say, I don't think the NBA could do the combined conferences things based off the amount of games and the traveling and everything, but I think the NFL should do it. I don't know the logistics, but keep the divisions, make the divisions the top 8 teams and combine them, combine the conferences. I don't even know if it would change much, but I'm just saying players will be awarded 2 free throws when fouled on a 3-point attempt. I don't know why I'm lingering on this so long, but if this wasn't like a historical simulation where like they're following the rule changes based upon what actually happened, they would have approved the 2 free throws fouled on a 3-point attempt and goaltending being, you know, whatever, what I just explained a second ago. That's kind of interesting. I don't know why I lingered on that though. Anyways, shout out to Justin Hamilton. You know, do the Warriors have any nope, no draft picks, but let's just see. Anyways, AD to the Bobcats, Harrison Barnes to the Nuggets, Will Barton to the Pistons. All right, let me get out of this draft. It really doesn't matter. We have no picks in here anyways. Although Lillard and Beal fell to 7 and 8. That's kind of, and Drummond fell to 10. It's a weird looking draft, but all right. I mean, hey, as long as that's their potential's right and everything. Dwight Howard will leave the Magic for the Nets. I feel like I've seen him do this before, and he'll be joining a pretty mediocre Nets team. Not really sure what. Oh wait, did they rescind his deal? He's now going to the Hornets. They obviously had to have had the money. Does Westbrook have a different face scan for old Westbrook? He looks different than he does now. Like his face scan does not look correct. This is a kind of big one. Ray Allen stays with the Celtics and he's still pretty good. Rather than going to the Heat. Iguodala, the Sixers still. Most of these guys stood around their teams. Did we sign anybody? Nope, but Ekpe Udoh is pretty decent off the bench. Michael Petrus just signed here. Shout out to Michael Petrus. Iman Shumpert's decent. We'll definitely have a much more well-rounded, not so many bigs in the rotation it looks like, with Michael Petrus and Iman Shumpert getting better. Al Harrington pulled up. I know he used to be out here. And Victor and Curry are now at 94 and 93 overall. Victor's got 22 badges. His best is a silver, and Curry still got his 20 with 2 Hall of Fames. Monte and David Lee progressively getting worse. This is kind of crazy. I think Monte did anything like this, but in my head, I so closely associate Monte, OJ Mayo, and even like Tyreek Evans, who I'm pretty sure both of them had like a substance related thing that kicked them out of the league, that I think in my brain is thinking Monte Ellis did the same, only because Monte Ellis had a very like sudden just goodbye from the NBA and we never saw him again, right? Because Monte was pretty good in like 2015. I feel like I'm about to go look it up. I think he averaged like 20 points per game in like 2015, and then by like 2018 he was out of the league. Yeah, he averaged 20. The 3-ball wasn't really there, but he still shot 45 from the field. Damn near 20 points 2 years before he was out of the league. And he's only 40 now. So if he was out of the league, he was out of the league at like 31. Anyways, Warriors 37 and 16 right now. Just around the deadline. We'll just past it. And Steph's averaging 27 and 11. Victor's averaging 20 and 12 in 2012. I think it's 2013 now. And Monte giving you 20. David Lee 12. Darrell Wright, Michael Petrus, all averaging double figures in points. We got elite bench role-playing point guards Jared Bayless and CJ Watson just sitting here just waiting for their number to be called. They haven't even played yet. But you know, it's funny, I know this is neither one of them, but just seeing like one of my favorite game winners was Darren Collison. Had a one-legged game-winning 3, foot damn near on the line, and he caught it in like a weird way. And then I'm pretty sure he was on the Mavericks, I think, at that time. Played for a lot of teams. Derrick Rose won MVP. Anthony Davis Rookie of the Year. Jeremy Lin 6th Man of the Year. Victor Wembanyama. It's crazy too. Anthony Davis, like the Bobcats, I think they fell down 1 spot that year when they got MKG. Oh yeah, because that's the year they won 7 games, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, they got cooked with that, because then they got MKG instead of, and like I think 3rd that year was Beal, and then after that I can't remember right now directly who was after that, but you know, it wasn't like an exact, I mean, really MKG, they just kept saying he was the 2nd best but it's like, dog, he couldn't shoot. Isaiah Thomas, most improved player, averaged 26 points per game this year. Last year he averaged 14. And Victor wins defensive player of the year, averaging 2.5 blocks and a steal in his 3rd NBA season. Jeremy Lin 6th man. Yeah. Coach of the year is Frank Vogel, the new coach of the Warriors. I did not even know he was here. They got rid of Keith Smart and they got Frank Vogel in the offseason. Victor makes the All-NBA first team. As oh well, that is true, it is positional. So yeah, he was the best center in the NBA. He is the highest overall center in the NBA, even over Dwight. And Steph Curry makes the All-NBA 2nd team behind D Rose and Kobe. He's alongside Chris Paul. That is a tough 2 to make it over, is D Rose and Kobe. So once it's positionless, him and Victor will probably be, or I don't even know if Victor is going to be making it once it's positionless, but yeah, we'll see based off his numbers, hopefully. Golden State 1st round playing the 8th seeded Lakers. Lakers, who, I mean, they got Kyle O'Quinn at the 4. I don't know. They look relatively similar. I mean, I don't see Lamar Odom, but I think he comes off the bench. So I know he came off the bench in real life. I'm just saying, I think they might keep him off the bench in the game too. Game 1, I mean, they might have just gave us a really difficult round 1 matchup as just a 4-point game, and it'll finish a 4-point game with Victor having 35 on them. And no, they don't have Lamar Odom anywhere on here. Andre Miller's here, but he's even older now and not playing. Let's just simulate game 2. Let's see. They win by 11. 34 and 22 from Victor. He's having a dominant series so far against Bynum. Or actually, wait, no, they actually will Bynum now. They don't have Andrew Bynum. He's gone too. Powell is playing the center. They trade him, or did he sign somewhere? I think he just left. Andrew Bynum is now he's on the Brooklyn Nets. Wait, oh, was it already the Brooklyn Nets? When I saw them in the offseason, I could have sworn they were still New Jersey. No, I don't think they were. Okay, so he took Dwight's spot that Dwight damn near took, and he's over there, and they're nowhere near. Actually, no, they're the 8th seed over there as well, funnily enough. Warriors go up 3-1. Victor with 30. He's going crazy. 37 from Victor. Pau Gasol is having his worst days. 17 for 22 from him in this game. Just on 10 shots. Yeah. Ellis, Curry, cooking them. When I say Ellis like that without the Monte, I only think of Jackson Ellis. Second round playing the Clippers. Chris Paul. Was Chris Paul? Was he already there? I think he signed there. Oh, snap. He signed there under his own volition. That's actually pretty crazy. I don't think I've seen him do that before in this game. He signed to the Clippers in the simulation. That's historically, well, I mean, he got traded in real life before was it during the 2010-11 season? I think it was during the 2010-11 season. Anyways, I don't know. No, it might have been, no, hold on. Because I did a video on this. I think it was the year that there was the lockout. I think that was 10-11. He got traded right as the season was started. Or no, it might have been 11-12. Either way, I got to refresh my NBA memory. What year was the lockout? Yeah, it was 2011-12. So his first year in the Clippers was 11-12. But now it's 12-13 and we're playing against him. So yeah, let's see. Game 1 against this team that these two teams had a lot of battles. Now, specifically, one of them is just much different, which also too, now the Clippers get to keep Eric Gordon, who has 21 points in this game when they traded for Chris Paul in real life, which yeah, I should have known off of that. I don't even know why I didn't register that. I should have known off that alone. Victor misses a shot, gets his own rebound. I'm just going to simulate through it. Let's see. And they scored and won. Cool. Steph Curry with 41 on Chris Paul's head, and we win game 1. That's Steph crossing up Chris Paul on the baseline. That clip went so crazy. I feel like I haven't seen them clip much in the past however long. And the one where Steph just like dribbled through, I think that was also the Clippers, like the whole team, and then shot the 3. I mean, Steph was a damn wizard. No Gilbert. 29, 9, and 16 from Curry. Can we actually talk about that? I don't think I ever mentioned that on here on a video, but Gilbert Arenas like called me out. Did I ever mention that? I don't know. Yeah, just like in this video, he's just calling out YouTubers, and I'm just on his. First of all, what's this setup? Why is there so many TVs? I'm just on his wall, and he's asking me to play him in 2K, and I told him he didn't want the smoke, and then nothing ever came from it. But that was random. Yeah, here's the reply. Shout out to Gilbert Arenas, I guess. Second game's gonna be another win. 7 points. Curry with 36 and 11, and Victor with 23 and 12. And another, we just swept him. Victor only had 6 points in this game on 3 for 8 shooting. Who's that? 3 for 12, Darrell Wright. But it doesn't matter. We swept the damn Clippers. Clippers second round exits yet again. I don't think they want to ring in this or anything further. So yeah, let's assume they haven't made it past the second round yet. And Chris Paul 4 for 14 in this one, which is, he was really good in the playoffs. And this was like his first real, I mean, minus the turnovers, which is uncharacteristic. This is like his first really bad game. Eric Gordon was out there putting up shots for him. 17 for 33. My goodness, a lot of shots. No, he was a hooper, but yeah. And we are going to play the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Big Three, which I sometimes forget this team is even on here. I think we got enough though. I think we got enough. Westbrook, I mean, we had the better record. Let me see some by a couple games. Let's just see what happens. They lost 2 to Portland and 1 to New Orleans. We've lost 1 game so far total. Steph Curry and Victor got it. I mean, I think if there's any combination that can maybe beat any team, it's probably, I just think it's a good dynamic. You know, they're going to give you everything you need on offense and defense. Well, like, you know, combined. 43, 7, and 8 from Steph, and he's getting rebounds out here too. 14 for 14 from the line. Westbrook was 6 for 15, but overall they didn't play bad really. Well, some of their bench players did, but just really this one just comes down to Curry dropping 43. Game 2 in Golden State. Oh yeah, they're handing us a loss at the Oracle. James Harden 23. They got OJ Mayo off the bench. Damn, not noticed that. Next one in OKC, the Chesapeake, right? That's what I don't think they call it that anymore, but they used to call it that. The Energy, Chesapeake Energy, I think it was. I don't know. Monte Ellis with 28, 24 from 13 from Curry, 23 from Victor, 37 from KD. And they are up 2-1. As you'd expect, this team is obviously a tough battle, but hopefully we can give them a fight. I mean, it has been a fight so far, just a 2-1 fight in their favor. And this one's good. This one's secured. They're going to end up winning by 10 points, 41 and 16 from Steph. So far, it looks like Steph, as Victor hasn't really had any huge games yet, has to really put the team on his back. Victor probably having a tough time with, I guess, Serge Ibaka. Shout out to Serge Ibaka. This game, game. Decent performances from both of them, but overall, let me see the Thunder. Yeah, 38, 10, and 18 from Westbrook, 39 from KD, 17 from Harden. A lot of players in double figures, and they are up 3-2 conference finals. Can we force the Thunder to blow another lead like they ended up doing a few years after this? No. 33 and 12 from Curry, 28 from Monte, 22 and 13. KD had 40, and the Thunder and Bulls will go to the finals, so we were 2 games off, and the Thunder sweep the Bulls, so we give a better shot to them than, you know, D-Rose won a couple MVPs now and a couple rings, I'm pretty sure, at least one. So yeah, and he was out here dropping 40 balls. The Bulls must be doing him bad. They don't got the right facilities around him, but I mean, they're getting to the finals, so Yao Ming's over there. But definitely the most impressive playoffs yet. Curry with 29, Victor with 23. By the way, I was even thinking about when I was getting ready to hop back on this recording, I was thinking about changing Victor's age to be closer to Steph's, because I'm not about to sit here for 4 more years after Steph retires if Victor's gonna play for 4 more. So just fair warning, when Steph retires, this video's over since he's 4 years older than Victor in this video, because you know Steph did a little like 2 to 3 years at Davidson, and then he's already a year into the league when I added Victor in this. So yeah, who the hell is this? I go back to that. I don't remember these being the photos during this era. Did they change these photos? Jeff Hornacek, look at the Dennis Rodman red hair. Are these like for the whole era? I don't know, but I like this AI photo. That's pretty cool. Wait, why is he there for staff retirements? I don't even know. Pippen and Jordan. I don't even think they like each other anymore. There wasn't a luxury tax before 2015 or whatever this is, 2014. That's crazy. Change the number of fouls before a player fouls out to 1. I want to know the 9 who accepted this. Wait, can we just, I didn't even know this was a possible. Well, I mean, obviously you can. Maybe it's because I have foul outs off that they're just trying to get fouls back in the league. Shout out to the Pistons getting the #1 pick in the Giannis draft. I wonder if they got him ranked #1. And they picked Victor Oladipo and Giannis. Oh, Giannis and AD are now on the same team. Shout out to Trey Burke. Anthony Bennett still goes 4th to the Canada team where he from, and 5th overall, traded to the Magic for Nick Batum. That's interesting. I think Dwight went to the Hornets. Did he go to the New Orleans Hornets or the Bobcats? I think he went to the New Orleans Hornets, right? I don't even know. I gotta check. Anyways, Nick Batum for the 5th pick, and that'll be Nerlens Noel to the Suns. Shout out to Alex Len. Oh, I want to see who the Knicks pick. Isaiah Canaan. All right, I shouldn't have looked. You know, let's see who the Warriors pick. 2nd round, Gorgie Jang. Respect. Hold on, one more. Ryan broke and Vlad Gurovic. Anyways, no, I gotta check that Bobcats team real quick. AD, Gerald Wallace. Forget Gerald Wallace. Where's Giannis at? Giannis down here, 74 overall, 2nd pick in the draft to join Anthony Davis. And then yeah, I mean, this is probably the year they're gonna switch names, I would assume, or I don't know, sometime soon. But oh no, yeah, the Pelicans are already Pelicans. So yeah, Dwight's over there. Shout out to Johnny Flynn. Playoffs, free agency. Oh, Steph's out here. He's restricted. Obviously, he's gonna resign. James Harden also went back to the Thunder on a relatively cheap deal. I think he tried to leave and they matched it because he's on a 3-year with a player option. And Ty Lawson will go join Dwight Howard. I actually kind of like that. Kind of nice. I wish Ty Lawson had a longer prime. He was cooked by what, 2016, 15? Yeah, like 15. The year he went to the Rockets, it was over. I noticed we let Shumpert just leave, but we did sign Raymond Felton to come off the bench, and he didn't get any worse. He's only 29. He averaged 14 last year on mediocre shooting, 9 assists. So he'll be a backup 1. And then Ekpe Udoh is still going up in overall, interestingly. And you got Yee, who I guess, David Lee is, oh no, he's right there. The bench is kind of weak right now, but maybe they'll figure it out. We are starting, I don't know why I didn't notice the small forward. Is Darrell Wright gone too? Damn. Ryan Brokoff, the dude we got in the 2nd round. Is that like his actual face, or did they put that? Is that like, I feel like that's a 2K developer face that they just put on this dude. He has a 93 point though, and he's from Valparaiso. You could tell me that's not, that could be a place they made up in Stranger Things or I don't know, The Simpsons, and I would believe you. Where the hell is that? I don't even know. I'm not really a geography type of guy. I'm more of a Pangea type of guy, you know? Back when we was all together for real. The rotation's not bad though, minus that. It's just, Quincy Acey's out here. Deshaun Stevenson's out here. Shoot, we still gonna win some games. Ain't that right? Oh no, he probably just got fried by KD. Ryan Brokoff, we did get fried by all of them though. Might need to like draft a little 2nd star. I don't know what the draft picks have really been going to. Wow, it is really bad right now though. Hopefully they can come back and turn it around, but it's looking really bad. This is not a good season right now. Let me tell you a core memory. Since I just mentioned the show Stranger Things, the new, and this ain't damn, obviously it's not no you think Stranger Things calling me to promote. But first of all, I was talking to my friends about it because I watched it when I was, you know, in school still, like when it was first coming out. And the only gripe I have with it now, I mean, for one, I think like it's the type of show that could have ended 18 years ago. You know what I mean? They could have probably wrapped it up in 2 to 3 seasons. There's a lot of shows now that they be doing too much, but it's like too far out. Also, it's like a very pre-teen oriented jokes type of show that don't hit when the characters are clearly in their 20s or even late teens. Like because one of my friends was watching it. We was watching it with them, and I'm like, damn, a lot of like it made a lot more sense when they were actually like kids. And the other thing, I remember when that I first ever watched it, I was listening to this song called Higher Calling by Big Crit a lot, and I just always associate that song with that show now. It's kind of eerie sounding. I don't know. Anyways, oh snap, Ennis Freedom, Rookie of the Year. Why'd they put Freedom on his name if his name's really Cancer in this era? I don't know, but he is already on the Celtics, number 51. Shout out to him, man, kissing the court. I got his autograph right behind me. I don't know really why, but he did shout me out once a long time ago. It's a long story. Derrick Rose MVP for like the 4th time. It's the 3rd time. And Reggie Jackson, I was really mad when the Knicks didn't trade for Reggie Jackson this year in real life in, you know, 2015, because they were like, oh, Reggie Jackson's going to the Knicks. And it's like, actually, you got Lance Thomas and you gave away J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert. And I was like, great, I need to. Victor, DPOY, Bradley Beal, most improved player, Bill Cartwright, coach of the year for the Suns. And matter of fact, I never really took much attention as Victor makes the first team still with the DPOY and everything. Kind of wanted to see his numbers again compared to last year. They're about the same, basically, a little bit more points and rebounds. And Curry, just about the same numbers as well, a little bit worse from 3, less points. But Isaiah Thomas makes the All-NBA second team. I was actually just watching some old IT stuff. Iman Shumpert, all defensive first team on the Lakers. I don't know why we let him go. He had 7 boards a game. He probably started with these type of numbers though. Oh no, he didn't start. And Victor obviously made the first team. Okay, we ended up 5th in the conference, 49. With how the season started, it was like 3-11. Just being in the playoffs is not bad, I guess. Shabazz Muhammad is a starting small forward, currently at least. They've went through Ryan, Shabazz Muhammad. Oh, Elton Brand's over here now. It says Shabazz has played 37 games and started 37 games. Interesting. He's actually not bad. He really wasn't bad in real life. He just couldn't shoot. I'm pretty sure. Him and like Rondé Hollis Jefferson are kind of fused in my head, so I don't know. And then Rondé Hollis Jefferson pulled up overseas and was shooting like Kobe randomly. As Shabazz was second leading scorer this game, Victor was pretty mediocre, probably because he has no spacing anymore except for Steph. And we lost game 1 to the Clippers. Let's just simulate game 2. Game 2, 14-point win, 38-16 from Steph. Game 3, it is also another win. Steph with a triple-double with 25 points. Victor with a double-double and Monte Ellis with 26. The next game, we're up 3-1. A good 3-1 lead. Only 2 double-figure scores for the Clippers, and they were both incredibly well games from 25-plus point Blake Griffin and Chris Paul, and nobody else showed up. Eric Gordon, Avery Bradley was terrible. How the hell did they get on the Clippers this early? Probably because he's just Avery Bradley. You know, Avery Bradley's a great defender, but I'm not surprised to see Avery Bradley just traded at random. Blake Griffin, another great game, 34 and 20. I would argue 20, unless maybe not in the game, but probably like near his career high in rebounds. Like, he wasn't really. Yeah, it says he got 23 in this season. Shout out to Prime Anthony Davis. I saw him on that list. And it's 2-3. I'm gonna just simulate it again. All right, 3-point win. We're going to the second round. You know, we got to make a finals run here. 29 and 10 from Curry to move on to the second round against the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix, Damian Lillard, Jimmy Butler, Nerlens Noel, who they just made that trade with not Nick Batum, right? It was someone else. Either way, whatever. Trevor Booker, Reggie Williams. Anybody else they got I should know? Brandon Bass. Who is this? Marcus Cousin? I don't even know who that is. Josh Childress out there. And CJ McCollum with Dame is actually on the bench. He just got drafted, well, I guess like a year. No, yeah, he just got drafted there. With Nate Robinson's also there too. Old, I guess now. Shout out to Nate Robinson, just because it is 116, 116, 130 left. Let's see what Phoenix is up to, man. I know it's game 1 of the second round. We make, I also, you know what? I definitely don't regret it. I like to see this old Phoenix court. You know, it's kind of cool. Little retro vibe. Is that? No, that's not Iman. It's someone with a flat top, right? Who is that? Who is that? Wait, I gotta read. No, oh, that's Norris Cole. Oh, that makes sense. They got fake created Norris Cole in there. And Monte just dribbling right into Jimmy Butler, number 35, Jimmy Butler to be exact, with the steal. Monte will guard him. We are having a severe disadvantage defensively with, oh my goodness, Dame just tried to do something and then pass it out knowing that Victor was there. But yeah, we've been having a disadvantage with Monte Ellis guarding taller 2 guards. Jimmy Butler back out to Norris Cole. Cole pump fakes it. He'll take the shot. That's off. Rebound by Ellis. Oh, hey, he hurt me. Victor didn't even go for it. Mr. Ellis against Jimmy Butler. The screen. He'll take it to him. And oh, snap. He's got the lane. Back out. Victor for three. Probably no contest because he's Victor. And he misses it. Me and my friends, we were watching that game. Oh, snap. Dame from the corner. Victor with the contest there. I think he probably got something there. And as Monte is open, David Lee dribbling it. And he's in a... Monte was open about half a second ago. I mean, in basketball, it's a lot of time. He tried to throw the pass. Jimmy Butler was there. He steals it. It's also Jimmy Butler in the lanes. And that's a really big turnover because the Suns just about have the last shot of this game. I don't even know the timeout situation, but since they don't tell you, but 9 seconds to go. And Damian Lillard with the screen. Dame Lillard he leaves a wide open Nerlens Noel for the dunk. And the Warriors do have one last timeout. 3 seconds to go. Yeah, they did not guard well there. You got to have like pre-rotations at that point. Like you got to be ready. You got to give them the opposite corner three and try and jump the lane, at least in 2K. Like right there, you can't be giving the dunk. You know what I mean? Okay, they're gonna pass it to Steph. Steph with 2 seconds. He fades away wow, that was actually really close. But they are gonna lose game 1 in Phoenix from the #1 seed Phoenix Suns, making a little statement. Warriors obviously nearly made the finals. I know I'm not tweaking. Where are Victor's eyebrows? Wait. Yeah, look at this picture, right? See him? Yep. Okay, great. Now look at him here. He has no eyebrows and just that. And then when I do this, he has eyebrows again. When I click R3, he has is that just him or is that it's just him? Yeah, I don't know. They just snatch his eyebrows just for this little display. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that before in this game. No way I would have remembered that. That is crazy. 27 for Monte, and Victor snatches eyebrows and probably snatches finals chances. We're down 2-0. Now it's 2-1, an OT game and a 2-point win. Victor with 19 and 15 and 5 blocks. Curry with 30, 11 and 12. I didn't even realize a triple double. 29 for Monte Ellis, and yeah, the rest, whatever. 2-2 now. Another win, this time by 21 points. Curry with 35 and 17. He is having some insane games. Screw it. Yeah, I'll simcast game 5. And the Suns are absolutely dominating. 116-85. Next game as OKC's waiting, the 2nd seed in the conference finals. Do we have any chance to maybe make a run there again? It is an 11-point win. Steph Curry with 32. Next game in Phoenix. Come on, game 7, trying to give ourselves any semblance of hope, or a wasted year, and it is a wasted year. Ellis with 24, Curry with 20 and 15, and Lillard with 44, Jimmy Butler with 31, and they're gonna win, and rightfully so, as the Thunder win the ring anyways. Russell Westbrook, finals MVP, 4-2 over the Milwaukee Bucks, led by Brandon Jennings, J.R. Smith, Lou Will. Wow, I have not seen a shoot the damn ball lineup like this in a little while. Holy hell, that was incredible. Brandon Jennings, J.R. Smith, Lou Will. Shoot, Derek Williams, he kind of fits in there. Oh, they took Michael Peaches from us. We could have used him this year. Maybe not. He didn't in the regular season, yeah. JaVale McGee's out there too. Wow, they have, yeah, and the finals run too with that. Respect to this team, man. They were fighting too. Couple deep series as the Bulls was in the conference finals again. Playoff stats, definitely a little bit. Curry was playing 43 minutes a game with some insane stat lines. Victor was decent. For the record, wow, actually, that's kind of crazy. Steph Curry has an 84 shot tendency and Victor has a 90. So that just shows you, I don't really know, but obviously Steph is taking more shots and also playing a lot more. So yeah, which this season, I mean, Steph, by the way, only has point guard on his player thing, whatever. I mean, we didn't really, I guess they were playing a 3-center rotation. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Victor was still in the All-NBA first team, so I don't even know what to say about that. You already know Jamal Crawford would not retire if he was still 34 years old. T-Mac of the Pistons, he's out of there. In all games, after 3 quarters, the team to reach the highest scoring team's total plus 30 points wins. That would be so bad, it's actually insane. I know it's fun in the All-Star game, a semblance of that. Look at young Steph Curry, but no, not in this. Can we like trade for a draft pick or something? We have the 2nd round 22nd pick. The Jazz get Jabari Parker, #1 overall. Dante Exum goes to 3rd pick is traded for Mike Conley. So wait, so okay, Mike Conley's going to the Cavs. They traded him for Elfrid Payton. Hey, you know what? I gotta show you something. I promise you, I was just playing this game. Look at this shot that Elfrid Payton took in this 2K16 I was playing. I got my PlayStation up right now. I just did that so swiftly. Elfrid Payton going for the shot, going back left. Everybody's awaiting his decision. He's such an incredible basketball player. Step back, one-legged, air, nothing but air, straight air. And that's what they traded Mike Conley for just now. All right, next one. Andrew Wiggins going to the Toronto Raptors. He's going back to Canada just like Anthony Bennett. That's interesting. And Nikola Jokic to the Rockets. 5th overall. 6th overall. The Knicks will trade the pick for Lance Stevenson and Mutombo Monte and it's Marcus Smart. Okay, I'm actually not kind of mad at that anymore. Where's I swear there's a big man from Cameroon, right? Or am I thinking the right thing? That is what they call it. Where him and Pascal are from? I don't know. I forget. The Nuggets trade their pick for Rudy Gay and Jeff T. Oh, they got a better offer. Oh wait, they traded another pick as well. Another first round pick. They got Rudy Gay and Jeff T. Glenn Robinson to the wait. This is just intriguing me. So Joel Embiid to the Nets. He'll be the backup to Andrew Bynum. Oh my goodness. Pray for that medical staff. And Aaron Gordon to the Pistons. I'm gonna, you know what? Let's just see. Let's see what else they do. I knew the Nets were gonna trade it. You just traded for one. They trade their other one. Devin Ebanks. Thought it was Eubanks. No, that's the other one. That's the dude Drew. Zach LaVine to the Spurs. All right, let me get out of here. All right, let me get to our pick. Daryl Henderson Sr. Yeah, listen, from Tulane. Oh, not Ryan Brokoff. They're getting him out of here. They say he's too old, which I'm pretty sure. No, did they re-sign Victor? Yeah, they did re-sign. At some point they re-signed Victor because he is under a 2-year contract with a player option as the 3rd year. So yeah, I mean the way his contract was like it was a rookie contract. I don't think it was like, I don't know, honestly. Who cares? He's on the team. Monte Ellis, he might be out of here, but we gotta sign. Oh, never mind, he's coming back. And they're gonna probably sign Corey Maggette and CJ Miles. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that if it actually goes through. No way, I just saw Gallo. Did they get Gallo too? Shout out to Gallo. He retired recently. I got a lot of, wow, they really did get Gallo. I got a lot of respect for Gallo, you know, 6'10". I love them Nuggets from like 2K13 to 14 or 12, whatever. Gallo was just so nice in those games, and he was nice in real life. And Gallo just, you know, used to get injured so much. I don't know why. He was just so good for that time. I don't know. He was just super nice. Like the Nuggets were always like fake good. Why Boogie looks so mad? I mean, that's a bad question. Carmelo Anthony signs with the Suns. He was on Houston. Didn't really see them do much. Paul Pierce goes to the Spurs in his old age, leaving the Celtics. That trade never happened. J.R. Smith he left the Bucks for the Nets. What the hell? Why does it say all this? Wait, what? I did not ever see this. Why does it say 10-11? It says it like, I don't know. We're not even thinking. But Melo went to, and no way, they got Tyson Chandler too. They did a really good job this offseason. So now they're gonna, I guess it looks like they might put Noel at the 4. Either way, they're gonna do something. They're about to have a potential boost from McCollum. Then you have Dame and Jimmy. Then you have Melo. I do want to make sure, just because I hate when this happens in these simulations. I know you'd be like, oh, you're making them better, but they've been making Dame not get better in these because his peak. Okay, you know, he's cool. He's cool. He's gonna have a few years to develop. All right, well, Gallo goes down in overall. David Lee's still decent. Raymond Felton's still out here. Monte's back on a multi-year deal. And you got Curry and Victor. Curry's a 95 currently. Victor's a 98. I'm not mad at either, as long as it's really about the rest of the team at that point. They're both high 90s. And you got Gorgie Jang, Shabazz. We did get CJ Miles. I don't think we got the other, whoever else I said, but we got Gallo, so who cares? All right, let's just, speaking of the Suns, let me check them real quick. Yeah, Dame went up by 5 overall. Jimmy Butler went up by 4. Then you got Melo. You got McCollum at an 80. They're nice. They're like, as a full team, they're really good. And you still got the Thunder to worry about. So that also messes things up. Can the Warriors, Bob Myers lock in? Stop trading your draft picks. So the starting lineup is obvious. Gallo is just slotting in here. And you got a good bench over here. You still got Ekpe Udoh, who doesn't really seem to do much. You got Raymond Felton, who played pretty good last year. You got old man Elton Brand. He's obviously not that bad. CJ Miles averaged 15 last year. He's going to be the 9th man on this team. And not even playing Gorgie or Shabazz Muhammad, which is probably better off. Did they get a new coach again? No, it's still Frank. It's old man Frank. 29 so far, yet still just the 4th seed. I mean, I guess. Yeah, shout out to the Knicks though while I'm at it, because Knicks, you know, they won the cup. They said they're 9-1 in their last 10 games, which is now tied. The fact also too, I think I recorded my last video before the Thunder lost that game against the Spurs. That was crazy as hell. You know, the cup game, which also counted, which gave them another loss. Oh wow, this is BS. We are 4th in the conference because of the division rule. The Spurs are 29-33, 14.5 games back. This is the damn NFL BS rules. 14.5, which by the way, I saw a comment on the last video, the one where I put the NFL rules. So this is just the NBA Cup. I don't even think he was hating. I'm just saying that is that's a damn lie. Anyways, 29-33, 14.5 games back. They would be the 10th seed without the divisions, but their division, which is, well, I could just do this. The Mavericks are 2.5 games worse than them. Then you got the Pelicans, the Rockets, and Grizzlies are all trash. The Grizzlies traded Mike Conley. They have Marc Gasol and Vooch, who are doing absolutely nothing for them, and they have Steven Adams. And wait, what? That is such a, and they have Nene and now Marcus Smart and Julius Randle. This is hell. Yeah, this is hell. Houston just lost Melo. They have a young Jokic, Jeff Teague, Brad Beal, Kyle Lowry. Oh, Jeff Teague got traded again. Okay, I was about to say because I know Jeff Teague got traded. I was about to say, could Jokic and Joel have have been on the same team, but no, that's not the case. Andrew Nicholson's not too bad. Pelicans with Dwight, and then the Mavericks, which is just Dirk and Rodrigue Beaubois is actually good. But the Spurs, which obviously, you know, it's the Spurs, they're cool, but they're not doing good this year, and they're getting rewarded for it. Yeah, this is crazy. That's crazy. Anyways, so we're probably inevitably gonna be, yeah, I mean, the Suns got a little lead on us right now, a game and a half. If we go over the Suns, we can get that second seed, but it might be the fourth just off of, you know, some insanity, and it is going to be the fourth. Derrick Rose, final MVP of the regular season. Jokic, rookie of the year, just had a 74 overall, still played this well. A lot of opportunity down there in Houston right now, though. Tyrese Thomas, sixth man of the year. Victor DPOY again for, I think, the third straight year. Yeah, definitely. Not Michael Stauffer, Matthew Stauffer, executive of the year for the Suns. Coach of the year is Eric Spoelstra, Heat, and Thomas Satoransky, most improved. Victor makes the first team alongside D Rose, Kyrie, AD, and LeBron. Curry makes the third team, averaging 25 and 10. Next to Brandon Wright. What the hell? How was he at 91? How did Brandon Wright get? I'm with it. I don't even care. Whatever. Brandon Wright, Sixers legend. Victor makes the first team all. This is a really good first team all defense. Paul George, Draymond, Kobe, and D Wade. That's a pretty elite first team all defense. Then you got Marshawn Brooks in the G League, which is actually kind of wild. Why is he in the G League? He played 50. Did he sign a two-way deal? I don't know what happened. Oh, well, he got drafted 3 years ago. Yeah, so I guess he's on a two-way deal. All right, fourth seed against the Clippers. Again, they got Al Farouk. I think they signed him naturally as well, too. It's another player that went to the Clippers. So game one is going to be Clippers win. Victor with 34-10. Curry with 25-18. We lose. Chris Paul had 27 and 23. Game two, Warrior, 24 from Steph. Pretty simple game. A lot of defense in this one, or at least missed shots. 147 points from the Clippers. I don't think you could even go on our offense. Raymond Felton, I mean, I'm not going to blame you, dog. You're 2 for 10, but I mean, they dropped 147 points. Maybe I'll blame you for your defense. I don't know. Next game, we drop 125 points, winning by 6. Solid game. You know, we're getting used to these type of performances from these guys at this point. The Clippers win another one, up by 10 points, 37 and 10 from Steph. And I'm not even gonna, let's just see. We are gonna lose in the first round by 2 points. Chris Paul with 25 and 16, 16 and 12 from Blake, 23 from Eric Gordon, Monte, Victor, Steph Curry, blah, blah, blah. Steph was, Victor and Steph were both just okay in this one, but like, look at these playoff stats, 26 and 10. Like, I don't know if I want more, you know what I mean? Anyways, Damian Lillard, finals MVP. They defeated, I knew they were nice, but they were nice enough. Oh, did they, I think they did, yeah, CJ 6 man, it looks like. I really like this team, man. Or no, they got Yee, they took Yee from us. We traded them anyways. They got Lavoy Allen, they still got Norris Cole, Gerald Wallace. They did it right. I don't know what we're doing over here in Golden State, but they did the job right. And Melo gets a ring with Jimmy as well, and CJ, like they all get their NBA ring. And the Bucks were there again. Brandon Jennings is going crazy. Ben McLemore, Amir Johnson, Valanciunas, MKG, Kenneth Faried getting 1 point. Even the game retired KG's 21. I don't think they did it in real life yet. They might have. They had some beef for a while. Division winners will no longer automatically get the top 3 playoff seeds. They saw what happened last year and said, change it now. I do want to take one last look at what the Spurs, Suns via Memphis. Is it protected? No, the Suns get the first pick from the Memphis Grizzlies. See, that's what we need to be doing. And what the hell is Memphis doing? Oh my goodness. It still says 2010. And yeah, the Spurs were 20 games worse than us basically and got the 3rd seed. Obviously, they didn't win nothing anyways, but yeah, shout out to Michael Beasley. Michael Beasley on the Spurs is a horrendous thought. The Suns, wait, I just realized it's the Suns too, and they actually fumbled the draft pick. They pick up Justice Winslow. They could have got so many other players. I just realized it's the Suns. It just hit me. I'm thinking, oh snaps, that Memphis sold. I saw their trash team. They didn't, but it's the Suns, and he is an 80 overall right now, which is kind of crazy, but he's gonna be good regardless as long as he doesn't get worse too fast. Jahlil Okafor goes 2nd. Stanley Johnson goes 3rd. Cat goes 4th to the Magic. 5th is Willie Cauley. 6th is Norman Powell. I was about to say Porzingis goes to the Rockets, so he'll be next to Jokic. D'Lo to the Pelicans. Cavs trade their 9th pick for DeJuan Blair and a 1st-round lottery protected to the Spurs. Kelly Oubre to the Spurs. Knicks get Terry Rozier. Oh yeah, they about to do uncut gems in real life. Moutier to the Horn. This is just, oh, Devin Booker 12th to the Pistons. Pretty sure he's from that area. I think Devin Booker was at the Malice of the Palace. Pretty sure. We drafted Dante Bradley. Look at Jahlil Okafor, man. I seen him say he's trying to get back in the league. He's one of the best low post scorers. Hey, Jahlil Okafor, 2 things definitely can be true, but that doesn't mean nothing, man. I'm sorry. It's over, dog. And I love, I love Jahlil Okafor, but it's over. That man Jahlil, he was one of the most talented face up low post dudes I ever seen in my life. Yet in this era, dog, I'm sorry. I mean, I know Jokic is out there, but you gotta, nah. I'm sorry. I mean, I think Jahlil Okafor tried to come back last year. I would love more than most things to see Okafor come back and have like a 18 minutes per game spot. But like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you want to see 70-ish% of the same play style, maybe 50%, you can just go watch Marvin Bagley play off the bench. That's just me being realistic. But I gotta acknowledge this. So they're gonna sign Randy Foye, who's pretty solid, 84 overall, played last year in Washington, and they're gonna pass up on signing Ray Allen, who averaged 16 this year. He is an 81 and he's 40, and they're gonna pass up on signing him for Randy Foye. And I mean, based off the age and even too, the stats aren't bad. I'm not fully mad at it. Ray Allen is 40. He probably went down to like a 76 in this offseason. So Darrell Arthur, welcome to the team. Hello. Taylor Griffin, and he's good. Blake Griffin's brother. Let's see if they actually kept him. Yeah, Taylor Griffin, welcome to the team. I think I know he played for the Clippers G League. I feel like he might have played for the Warriors one as well. The Santa Cruz. Victor oddly went down in overall. Steph still 95. Randy Foye. Also, I want to see Victor's badges at this point. He keeps getting better. He averaged 14 boards with 22 points. Played about the same minutes as the past few years. And he's got a bunch of gold badges, a lot of them. This is definitely a Victor badge list. Post fade phenom, shifty shooter, interceptor, deadeye, challenger, box out beast, break starter. He definitely needs the blocking ones though. Where the hell are the blocking badges at? That's weird. Unless I mean, he has challenger, but I feel like there's like an anchor. Anyways, the team's not bad. This team should not have any excuses, especially if Taylor Griffin is good at basketball. I'm not gonna lie though, man. They gotta get David Lee, man. David Lee is 32. Is he still playing good? I mean, kinda. Oh, Monte's gonna come off the bench now in favor of Randy Foye, who doesn't play make as much. He is definitely a better 3-point shooter just based off the stats, and he also doesn't defend. We just got another Monte Ellis. I mean, I don't know, but he is a much better shooter, so at least, you know, catch and shoot and everything. I guess maybe that'll help. Taylor Griffin, 99 mid-range, 57 3-pointer. I wonder like how you do the Taylor Griffin player creation. Like, did someone really go watch all of his G League highlights? I don't know, but whatever they did, it's working. 10-1 to start the season. Oh no. Oh, I was about to say, don't tell me the division thing is screwing us over again, but no, I guess we're just a legit 4th seed right now behind the Clippers, the Suns, and the Thunder. I guess that's not too surprising, but yeah, I mean, Suns, obviously they're very proven at this point. They literally we're talking about 2 champions now, and you got the Clippers who beat us last year, and then there's us, 36-21, a little bit below the rest of the pack. It's actually surprising the Thunder aren't even doing as good, but I mean, yeah, no, it's surprising. Terrence Ross is even there, real hooper. Let's see though. I feel like, you know, every playoffs is up for grabs at this point, and it seems like the West is winning almost every year. So if you make it out the West, you should have a good, especially in this era, and with Victor over here. I mean, come on now. Chris Paul wins MVP. I'm happy to see that. Good for him. 22-13. I saw Chris Paul. They said he threw a Halloween party for the Clippers like 3 weeks or whatever, 5 weeks ago now, and nobody showed up except for like Bradley Beal, and they said he liked Brooke Lopez. Brooke was probably on there. I don't know, like one other person. Devin Booker wins Rookie of the Year, averaging 25 points per game in his rookie season. He's 79 overall. I don't know what the dude who made this draft did. Like, did it so players were like, he fell at a 79 overall to 13 or 12, but honestly, it makes it kind of interesting. So yeah, just like real life. Vooch, 6th man of the year. Victor, DPOI. Julius Randle, most improved. Hopefully he's actually playing over there after what, you know, last season they were doing. They were doing some horrendous acts. Bill Cartwright, coach of the year. Victor makes the first team again still. Wow, 29-14 a game with 4 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks. 57 from the field, 45 from 3. He had far and away, he damn near could have won MVP if they were a little bit better, I guess. And Steph Curry did not make an All-NBA team at all. Victor took the lead this year. So yeah, I mean, offensively, defensively, it's really undoubted. He's probably the best player out here. Steph Curry averaged still his 26-9, a little bit less assists. You'd expect him to average more with Monte not in the starting 5, but I guess not. I think he might have played, he played 4 minutes less per game. So a little bit less responsibility, I guess. Taylor Griffin started 22 games. Shout out to that. I'm not fully confident in this team right now though. Felton was mediocre. Playing against the Kings, Klay Thompson, 92 overall. Like I said, if this team was in the lottery, I would have definitely finesse something. Why does Ryan Anderson have 2 N's in his name? I saw this, like, this was like a few months ago. I'm going to start simulating the series in a second. Shout out to KJ McDaniels. I saw this like TikTok thing, and it was a Ryan Anderson edit, but it had like this really sad like newscast audio over it. And I realized I was actually talking about him, and he had like it was like mind blowing to me because it was like the craziest stuff that I had never heard about, like that happened to him back in the early 2010s. And I guess like it was around the time that I was still young enough where like I was just watching basketball, not really following all the news surrounding it. And basically had like a famous girl and then like his girlfriend, and I hesitated because like I don't know how you're supposed to say, I don't know if you could what you could say, but like, you know, she as of like 2012 is no longer with us. It was a crazy thing. She, you know, like they were like arguing, and then he damn near didn't play again because of it. It was like in the summer of like 2011 or 2012, and then I don't think he damn near, and then I think they said Monty Williams like consoled him. I was reading the whole article about it. I was like super, I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, how did I never hear about this? So he damn near like retired and like wasn't even like was like, you know, bedridden, and then he hooped that season, and like I don't think he won most improved or anything, but he had like his best year ever, and then, you know, obviously was pretty good for the, and he ended up making like a $80 million contract in like 2015. But yeah, that was just a crazy story I heard. So shout out to Ryan Anderson. It's always wild. I feel like I talk about this damn sport so much that I feel like I should have heard everything by now. As we go up 2-0, Boogie with 21 points, Klay Thompson just 10 on 3 for 11. And yeah, Klay Thompson, you know, in an alternate timeline, you would have been here, man. But instead, we got to do this. No, I mean, they might come back. Hold on. Let me chill out. Oh, snap. What the hell? Victor makes a 3-point shot. Lee makes a 3-point. Wait, which player do we have? Oh, wait. That David Lee 3-point shot? No, it was a 2. Definitely was a 2. Medium shot made. Okay, so tie game 25. I'm gonna jump in. Screw it. Let's see. They don't have the last shot anyways. I mean, why not? They almost do, but I feel like they might take a shot, like a stupid shot, a little bit before the shot clock. We can get a little something off, or they'll just make something and the game will be over. And we do have a Randy Foye against their best player, Klay Thompson. Is that Drummond on the court? They have Drummond and Boogie. Shout out to Andre Drummond. Mr. Missed the ball to himself, man. Screens off the ball. Drummond's gonna be the one to set it. Actually, big body screen. Klay Thompson gets some. Oh no, I was just talking trash. Why did he go for a go-to shot? I don't know, but he might make it anyways. He misses. Drummond gets the board. Did he get it off in time? Or no, they're not even considering it. I don't have my headphones on right now, so I didn't. Oh yeah, no, he didn't get this off in time. Not even close. Not even close. It's actually funny though that I was just talking about trash about him and Klay. And you know what? It would have been funny if they succeeded, but they both sold. So screw them. Play with the 2K generics on. Jeff Withy, saw him on the Kings bench. Shout out to the Jazz. And 145, 139. This one's over. So it's gonna be a 3-0 lead. Victor with 43, 18, and 7, which I wanted to see too. What was his like? He dropped 57 in a game this season. Kobe dropped 61. Victor did have the most field goals made in a game this year, and he also had the most rebounds, most offensive rebounds, most defensive rebounds. Not the most blocks though. That's Andrew Bogut. Up 3-0, and Kings will be seeing you next year. Playing the Suns. Lavoy Allen, how you doing? We already know the Suns good and well. I've already, you know, said this team is great like 18 times. So let's see. I mean, we have the best 2 players in the series by far, at least overall wise. Let's just see how game 1 goes real quick. And it'll be a Suns win by 22 points. I think I'm just gonna simulate. I just wanna, they're gonna win game 2 again by 30 points. They are just absolute a lot. It's just a lot going on. 10 for 14 from Melo with a great game. He damn near had a triple-double. Jimmy Butler with 31. He only had, this is the, like, Jimmy Butler had 15 in the last game with 10 assists, and they won by 20. And then this game, and then Dame, CJ, and Melo was scoring. This game, it was, you know, Dame and CJ still dropped 20. They dropped 141, and now Jimmy drops 30. So they're a well-oiled machine right now. They're going to win another game up by 13 points. They played good defense this game. Steph Curry just 6 for 17 with 5 turnovers and 9 for 21 from CJ. I don't know why I'm pointing that out. It doesn't matter. They won 3-1. I'm just going to simulate through. Let's see. And they win in 5 games, 36 and 35 from CJ and Dame in this last game of the series. So yeah, the Suns have definitely taken over the conference, as even the Thunder lost in the first round to the Portland Trailblazers led by Dennis Schroeder, Brandon Roy, Amari Stoudemire. Oh, well, he's old now. Brandon Roy's still a 90. Dennis Schroeder's pretty decent. Rudy Gay, 85 overall. That's where he had got traded to. Hassan Whiteside, 85 overall. Brooke Lopez over there. They have all these damn teams are doing a lot. George Hill's an 86. They have a full 80 overall rotation. Anyways, it doesn't matter. The Suns win the championship. Jimmy Butler, finals MVP. Let me see those playoff stats real quick for us. Victor averaged 32 and 14 a game on great shooting, incredible shooting, especially outside as well. Steph shot 29 from 3 in the playoffs. That's actually, and he shot less threes than Victor. That's wild. But Victor just took the reins of the offense this year. And yeah, we got to make some changes over here, man. This is nasty. No way this team should be this weak. Ray Allen, still a 79 overall. Let me see what was he up to this year? Would he have been better than Randy Foye? Maybe. I don't know. Either way, I guess we got to play on a multi-year. Gilbert Arenas retired. Point fading wizard. Oh boy, UD was cashing checks for 10 years. There was that clip of UD talking about, this was the moment I knew I had to retire, and it was like 10 years before his retirement. That's how you know UD was just sitting on that bench cashing checks. I can't even hate. He was over there, you know, moving chairs around and just hating and just talking to the bench. The Grizzlies get the first pick. They definitely needed that after last year. I think they moved up a bit for sure. This is obviously the Ben Simmons year. I'm enjoying seeing these. Oh wow, I actually stopped that. I almost simulated past the draft. I actually like seeing it right now. Ben Simmons to the Grizzlies. Don't know how he'll fit over there. Don't know how anybody would really right now. Sabonis to the Jazz. Thon Thon Maker to the Rockets. Wow, that's a really bad pick with how their team is right now. They have Jokic and Porzingis. Bender to the Cavs. Ingram to the Magic. Like, you could have had him. You could have had Jaylen Brown. Jamal Murray to the Mavs, and you could have had Jamal Murray. Jaylen Brown to the Knicks. Zubac to the Spurs. Kings get Yabu Sele. Shout out to him. He's got number 30 on his jersey, and he just turned 30 years old today as I record this. And Scal Labissiere, Kentucky. Shout out to Scal. He was like we get Damian Jones again. And just like in real life, the Warriors get Damian Jones. I don't know who the hell that is. Terrence Adams. That don't look like Zo Chi or whatever his name was. So I'm not really sure why this team thought it needed another center, especially when you could have picked. Oh my goodness. Oh, it just keeps getting worse. I would have taken Denzel Valentine. I would have taken any of these players. Shoot, I don't even know who this is, but I would have taken him. You picked Damian Jones. We already are good on centers. We could have had Chris Dunn. We could have had Karis LeVert, Fred VanVleet, Malik Beasley, Denzel Valentine. Screw it. I'll take Denzel Valentine. We could have had Steph's brother-in-law. We could have had Jakob Poeltl. I'd have taken him over Damian Jones. Oh my goodness, they sold this. I'd take Tyler Hewlett. I know he's 5'10", but whatever. Troy Williams that crashed that glass like he was Gerald Wallace. I take Troy Williams. Knicks Troy Williams in general is the reason why I have my outro when I said it's funny, been real fun. Because Michael Beasley was doing a little interview thing with the Knicks with Troy Williams when he said that. So I had to shout out to Michael Beasley. Raymond Felton and David Lee both. David Lee have 2 spaces in his name. They're both free agents. We'll see how this goes for them. They renounced the rights to both of them and have not. Okay, David West and Darrell Arthur's coming back. I guess that's their patches there. Kuzminskis on a two-way deal. By the way, they have 30 million in cap space right now. 30 million. And we didn't see not one offer for Dwight Howard, who went to the Pacers. Screw it, I don't care. Amir Johnson's a 91. Oh, that's why the Bucks are so damn good, because they got I guess a franchise player. No way. Damian Lillard left the Suns after them rings. You were with your guys. And Goran Dragic leaves the Kings. Wait, they swapped spots. He left the Kings for the Suns. You know what? Maybe they'll be decent. I don't know. They'll probably still be good, but I mean, of course, but Dame was obviously their top scorer, 26 a game, and he's going to go to the Kings. Maybe they did a sign and trade. I'll just write that script in my head. I don't know. That's insane that Dame even thought to leave. So now Dragic ends up where he ended up in real life. And I said maybe we wouldn't see the Kings this year, but we definitely will be now. Warriors, though, of course, did absolutely nothing, signing old David West and Darrell Arthur, weak self, and to replace David. I know I said we got to get rid of David Lee, but now David West is going to start a Darrell Arthur. That's not ideal. The Curry era is starting. Come on, guys, it's time for the Curry era. Damn, I don't think I've definitely experienced this. Why does they give me a little trailer thing? Don't do this. Don't do that. I don't care about that. Do they really call it the Steph era? They should call it the Curry era. Give it a little more formal. Come on, guys. This team is so weak. This team is starting to get bad, man. Let's just start Taylor Griffin at this point. All right, well, yeah, 2016-17 season, I guess. Steph Curry is the 2017 NBA MVP, his first. This actually just shocked me. I'm not going, once again, took another break in the video, went to go, sleep. I'm back now, simulated the season, and I'm like, MVP, 26 points to 34 points, 4 rebounds to 4.5, 8.5 assists to 9.5 assists. Still the same steals and blocks, a little more turnovers. He shot better from the field and from 3 and from the free throw line. Still his, what the hell is this, 3rd straight 50, 40, 90 season. I think, like, yeah, he has a few more as well. He played 39 minutes a game. He has had multiple seasons at 40, but this is far and away his best season without a doubt. I mean, obviously he won MVP. He shot more 3. Oh wow, that's actually crazy. He should be shooting what didn't he make like 400 in a season? I could have sworn he made in real life. I kid you not. This is insane. This isn't. Now, yeah, he has a 60 mid-range shot tendency and a 53. Hold on, okay, now I know this is dampening down on a moment or whatever where he just won MVP, but I cannot believe what I just saw. That is insane. Ben Simmons, Rookie of the Year. CJ McCollum, 6 man. Rudy Gobert, DPOY. Yusuf Nurkic, Most Improved. Bill Cartwright, Coach of the Year. Oh, you bet. I mean, yes, he won MVP. Yes, sometimes it's good to not shoot threes in this game, let a player take some more twos, whatever, be efficient, but it's Steph Curry. Victor also made the first team All-NBA, averaging 26 and 12. He has a higher 3-point tendency. I think he shot more. That's insane. Victor still had an incredible season though, next to Steph's MVP year. With that being said, we're 56 and 26. I actually need to check something real quick. Yeah, this is legit. In the LeBron era, I'm looking at the official roster because I did use a custom roster for this video. I'm just like to add some players or whatever. In this LeBron era, Steph Curry has a 53-point shot tendency. I don't think, especially considering that, as you could see, it's not really, with his Hall of Fame limitless range, it's not really guaranteed he's going to start shooting them. Like, like at some point, it's not guaranteed he's going to hit a 99 3-point tendency just off the progression, especially being a 95 overall in the simulation I'm currently in. That is insane. I'm sorry. I don't care. I mean, obviously, I don't even care that he just won MVP. I really don't care. I'm turning this three-point tendency up to, I give you a 98. I don't give a damn. It's Steph Curry. All right, first round, playing the OKC Thunder, one hell of a team, with Mason Plumlee at the 4 and Robin Lopez at the 5 next to the big three that's still together. We are going to, it looks like, lose game 1 by 20 points. Steph Curry 3 for 9 from 3. No, maybe he'll be all right. Randy Foye with 26, Victor with 21, but KD had 45. Really, we played good offense. They just had 145 points, right? Next game, this is where, come on now. Yep, them third quarter. Curry was en fuego, they say. 6 for 12 from 3, 51 and 11, 16 for 24 from the field, 13 free throws. Westbrook was 27 and 10, and we are now tied going into game 3. Damn near tried to bring this game back real quickly. I think it's over though. Yeah, 4-point loss. Steph Curry with 32 and 13, Victor with 26 and 10, Harden with 35. I'll simcast one more, and they are going to win by 9 points. Curry with 40 just about, and we lose. And now it's 2-3. Now it's 3-3. Hold on now. That 3-1 lead might be getting blown right now. Steph Curry had 56 in the elimination game 5. 56, 17 for 25 from the field, 9 for 15 from 3, 14 free throws, 13 of those made, 28 from Victor. I mean, and we only won by 2. He was just, yeah. And then the next game, Monte Ellis locked in. Shout out to Monte Ellis. Who is he still start? I don't think he doesn't start anymore, right? So, I mean, 32 minutes off the bench, unless he did take the starting spot for this game. But either way, Steph had 20 and 12, Victor with 27. And all right, game 7, all the marbles to get past this first round. This would be pretty nice, you know. I mean, I'll take that, and it's going to be the case. The Thunder blow a 3-1 lead to the Warriors in 2017 instead of 16. 44 from Steph in this last game, and we're going on to the Phoenix Suns. Oh boy, now no Dame, and they're still the first seed with Jimmy Butler, Melo, and Goran Dragic leading the way. And they swept the Spurs, who Tim Duncan retired. I don't know what else they got going on over there. Obviously Kawhi isn't there, right? We are going to lose game 1 by 9. Curry and Victor both with 30 plus. Off game from Steph, and CJ McCollum also too, him sitting on the bench. He had a great game. When you have that many scoring options, it gets difficult to makes me want to go rebuild a good team. Next video might have to be a rebuild, I'm not going on. I might even record that today, who knows. I mean, fiending to make a good, well-rounded basketball club. 132-104. They are up 3-0, and they are going to sweep the Warriors. Steph Curry, MVP, you know, he did okay in this game, kind of. Victor with a great game. It doesn't matter. They're just, look, we got 3 players with well over 20 plus, nobody else in double figures. They have a bunch of players in double figures, and also 4 players. Justice Winslow with 21 in this game, their #1 draft pick, who's now in his 2nd year. Greg Monroe with 16 rebounds and no points. So the Suns are going to win the championship. Jimmy Butler finals MVP, even without Dame. And the Kings lost in the first round with Dame to Kawhi Leonard and the Timberwolves. All right, well, oh God, I don't know why. Maybe because I haven't been recording a lot recently, but I mean, I guess recently I have been, but not, you know, the past like 4 months. For a second, I thought I didn't click start recording. I was about to be kind of sad. Here's the playoff stats for us, by the way. 34 from Steph, 10 assists, 26 from Victor. You know what, actually, I want to look at, especially with the Suns now being multi-time champions. So here's the Suns, right? Melo 26, Butler 25, McCollum 24 straight off the bench in 27 minutes a game. And you got Dragic with 14, Winslow with 10. And they're just doing it. They're just doing it swell. I'm only saying this because I feel like we have to be like this in order to potentially beat a team. But you never know. You know, I mean, we got swept. That's a pretty decent. They lost 1 game this entire run with no Dame, who they let go. I will say our defensive side, minus Victor, while he keeps winning DPOY, has to be a big focus at this point, as Dirk will retire and Michael Petrus. Draft lottery, it'll be the Cavs with the 1st and the 3rd pick. That is wow, this is a crazy draft to do that in too. Are we still gonna have Frank Vogel? Is he still? Yeah, he's still the coach. So yeah, no Steve Kerr. Markelle Fultz, #1 to the Cavs. John Collins, #2 to the Magic, and Jason Tatum, #3 to the Cavs. Wow, that is very interesting. Dennis Smith Jr. Is he not in the game anymore? Really? Because so they're not using his fit. Wow, wait, damn. I mean, I think he didn't play for like 1 full season. He also was on the Mavericks practice squad this year. I don't know, on their like preseason roster. De'Aaron Fox of the Sixers. Hornets get Markkanen, Jonathan Isaac. There's one very big player who, he does not. They draft another shooting guard. Dylan Brooks back to the Grizzlies. Pelicans, Kuzma. Rockets get OG. Oh wow, I wasn't even thinking about Lonzo. Lonzo goes to the Nuggets. There is a very specific player, Donovan Mitchell, #14 of the Knicks. You think I rigged this? And the Cavs will trade their 15th overall pick for Dillon Brooks, and Josh Jackson will go to the Grizzlies instead. They both played for the Grizzlies, actually. Justin Patton, Frank Ntilikina. Oh man, I did notice this. Maybe not notice, but I thought about it recently. I'm like, oh man, I'm like, Frank's not gonna be in this game anymore, man. They gonna cook him, and they look at him, man. That's not my goal. Warriors get Harry Giles. I mean, another center that they don't need, but whatever. Who the hell is Barney Holland? Harry Giles and Barney Hollins. That is that was crazy to see. So yeah, Donovan's only a 74 right now. Crazy to see him fall that far. Markelle at 80 goes smooth #1. I like how this draft is set. They're gonna let Taylor Griffin walk, even though he's at 81 and would only be making $1 million. They still should have all that money, and now Monte Ellis and Gallinari and Taylor Griffin and Darrell Arthur are all out of here, and all of the good free agents are gone. They didn't re-sign anybody that they lost, and the team is just getting worse. I'm literally watching the team just get worse. This is so bad. Festus Ezeli's here on a 2-way contract. That's interesting. That's kind of funny. They signed Linus Kleza, Ramon Sessions, Omri Cassipi, and that's it. And just they let Monte go. They let Danilo go. I don't know what this front office is doing. We're just gonna continue going to 2017-18. You're like what, 8? Oh boy, yeah, it's definitely showing stuff. Oh, and yeah, well, just for the record, the starting 5. I guess it's kind of what the hell. Victor is starting at the 4 right now, next to Ekpe Udo currently, and Omri Caspi, Randy Foy, Curry. That's the 5 as of right now. They've actually been starting Victor at the 4 the whole season. The bench is too short. They've had to bring their main bench player into the starting 5. And 6-10 currently. It's not looking good. Or actually, a little win streak, a big win streak. Whatever. I guess we'll see. Oh, they brought back the all-star captain stuff. Victor is all-star captain with LeBron. Brandon Wright is an all-star starter. Steph is on LeBron's team. Victor did not draft him. How rude. Maybe they're tired of each other. Evan Fournier, one-time all-star. He's a 92. Honestly, I'm not. Why is he a small forward, power forward? Honestly, I'm not mad at it. Whatever. Amir Johnson's out here. Jabari Parker, very, glad to see this. Boogie Cousins was MVP this year. 30, 11, and 4 a game with a steal and a block. Alex Caruso, rookie of the year. He got drafted last year. Oh, wow. He's up to an 81 overall and averaged 9, 5, and 6. Yeah, indeed. Andrew Bynum, 6 man of the year with the Nets, probably behind Joel Embiid now. Victor Wembanyama, DPOI. Jamal Murray, most improved. Bill Cartwright, coach of the year. And Matthew Stafford, executive of the year. The damn Suns still doing their thing. Boogie Cousins obviously makes the first team All-NBA this year over Victor in his new home on Minnesota. Didn't know he left, but he left Sacramento and had his best season of his career. It makes sense. And Jabari Parker, AD, Chris Paul, and D-Rose. This is literally like the injury squad. Like this is the what if squad right here for the most part, Steph and Victor both make the second team. Steph still averaged 32 and 9 this year. He shot better from 3, and hold on, let me check. He shot 764 threes and made 340. Much better, even though the team still stunk. But this probably helped the team be good because he shot worse from the field. He did average less points. He averaged less assists. I don't know. But Victor also averaged 31 and 13 a game with 3 assists, a steal. So that kind of evens it out. And the team wasn't terrible. I saw their record as obviously Victor makes defensive first team. Did he win DPOI this year? I don't know why I don't. Yeah, he did. Oh, last year was Gobert. Okay. So Victor's on his 5th now after the Dwight run. It's actually funny. Dwight still won 4 just like in real life, right? I think he won 4. He might have won 3. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, we're the 4th seed again against the OKC Thunder. We won 50 games. They won 46 last year. We beat them, but then we lost to the Suns in round dos. I'm gonna just simulate the first game. They win by 8 points. Victor with 46, Steph with 38, Randy Foy with a couple buckets, and everyone else might as well go home. This team is terrible. Next game, we win. Still the same ordeal, but I guess better defense. Ramon Sessions gave us a couple more points this game, and Victor and Steph were absolutely dominant. Victor with a 35 and 22 game, Steph with a double-double with 30, and yeah, a little bit of an off game from the Thunder. Next game is another win. Once again, Thunder, not the best game, especially for Westbrook. A couple of turnovers, and Curry had 44 and 10. Victor with 31 and 11. Next game, we are going to win again. 50 from Victor, just about 33 and 12 from Steph in the win. Up 3-1. It is going to be a 4-1 series, much more convincing than last year, but we still have to play the Suns. How many times champions is this at this point? 3 straight, and they've only won 1 game in the 3 finals appearances. Obviously one, and that was actually when Dame was on the team and won finals MVP. We did just beat the team who won 2 rings before that, but that's not really, that big of a deal at this point. All right, game 1, they are going to win by 12 points, 32 from Jimmy, 29 from Melo. It's like I'm supposed to be happy because Melo's winning rings, but then I'm watching Victor Wembanyama and Steph Curry struggle, and that's the point of the video. 28 from Steph on 23 shots, 2 for 13 from 3. Next game, okay, we actually won. We won a game by 40 almost, a little bit over 30. 34 and 10 from Curry, 49 and 18 from Victor. They are doing historic playoff things right now as Victor drops 45 and 15, Steph drops 35, 8 and 9, and they lose. This is how bad it's getting. Next game, it is a tied series, 42 again. I think he's averaging 40 for the playoffs right now. No, it's worse. It's worse than that. He only didn't drop 40 in 2 games. This is insane. I don't actually think I've seen really much like this ever. Honestly, this doesn't happen often. And he is, as the series is tied 2-2, he has now dropped, funnily enough, he hasn't dropped 50, but he's dropped mid to high 40s so many times since obviously the playoffs started right here. This OKC game 1 loss, right? Unless this was, we didn't sweep them, right? No. Yeah. So that was the beginning of the playoffs. And he's now dropped high 40s in 6 straight games, while Steph is also just doing his thing. I mean, he dropped 40 once, but he's dropping 30 plus. He only had like 1 really bad game. And he too is averaging what, 35 right now on the dot. I guess I'm good at averages. I don't know. Game 5 in Phoenix. Can they potentially upset the champ? This is the most games I think I've ever seen them lose to the masterful duo of Steph and Victor. But this game, funnily enough, I jinxed the hell out of it. Victor had his first 20 ball, his first non-40 ball in a while. And next game in Golden State, and it is going to be another Suns win. Victor with 30, Steph with 21. They locked in on that. And Jimmy had 45 to clinch the series. That was fun though. I haven't seen much like that as the Suns win their 4th straight ring led by Jimmy Butler. They are going crazy. And Justice Winslow is a big part of this team with that damn first pick they stole as they defeat the Nets with Joel Embiid leading the team. Joel Embiid, Andrew Bynum, Evan Fournier. Actually, he might be the leader. Yeah, he's the 92 overall on this team, which is just an insane sentence. Let me just one more gander at the playoff stats. Victor with 40 a game, Curry with 34, Randy Foy with 11. The thing is though, is that you need a team. You need a damn team because the Suns, they got Melo averaged 30 in the playoffs. But well, I mean, actually, they really didn't do much off except for Melo, Jimmy, Goran Dragic. They were kind of chill. I mean, they did have much more flirting with double-digit scores than we did. So, Yao Ming retired, still an 88 overall. And 37 draft lottery again. I don't know why we can't pull off some BS and have a pick up here like the Mavericks getting the #1 overall pick in 2018. Oh, this could be interesting. You already know who's #1 ranked. Imagine they trade it right now. No, the Mavericks will select Luka Doncic with the #1 overall pick in the draft. Shea goes 2nd to the Blazers. Okay, a little bit more normal top heavy draft so far. Aiden, I kind of expect him to go this high with his original overall. Jaren Jackson goes 4th again to the Magic. Trade to announce it with the 5th pick. No. Wait. Oh wait, the Knicks had Bargnani and they traded him to the Pelicans. He is a 90 overall. That's kind of crazy. With the 80 overall Clique for the 5th overall pick and a 2022 first, and they'll draft Mo Bamba. You should have just, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you should have kept Bargnani. Jalen Brunson next to Villanova 76er. Wendell Carter, they don't even look like him. Looks like young him. Wait, the Knicks traded their, no, wait, they traded the wait, what? They traded Mo Bamba and LaMarcus Aldridge for, they're doing some weird sorcery, right? They're getting a lot of picks. They traded Mo Bamba and LaMarcus Aldridge for the 8th pick and a lottery protected 2021. They're going to draft Rob Williams instead. Honestly, this draft is very, I don't even remember. There's probably someone else still available. It might be Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges, 10th overall pick to the Knicks. So they end up with him and Robert Williams. I'm not even mad at it. I don't know. Kings get Marvin Bagley again, as I guess Dame's team did not make the playoffs this year. Pistons get Trae Young, who fell all the way there. I was going to say, I thought the Knicks were going to pick Mitchell Robinson, but he goes 13th. Miles Bridges, Michael Porter Jr., Kevin Huerter. I really like this dude, LiAngelo Ball. What the hell? Hey, that's funny. I'm with it. I don't even care. I respect the dude. That's funny. Like to the dude who made I was about to say, these draft classes are actually really good. I like how unpredictable it is, like how the players are going to get drafted. This is fire. Zanana Musa, the Thunder trade their pick for Brandon Roy. Damn, he's got to be old now. Kevin Knox goes there. I'm like genuinely intrigued. This is a very good draft. Wesley Matthews and Kevin Knox get traded again. Lonnie. All right, yeah. I mean, we're out of the. Did we draft a player just now? Oh, we drafted Jerry Vanderbilt. I'm not mad at that. Boy, Vando. They're letting go of Damian Jones though after his few years with the team. Free agency. Once again, the Warriors have enough money to sign anybody. So will they? Hold on. They're trying to get active. They are the top offer for Jabari Parker. He just probably will get matched. Oh, he actually waited another day and instead now is going to go sign with the Hawks or maybe get matched anyways. Is that what he was on? What team was he on? He's on Utah. Let's see. If he goes to Utah and we just sold that, I'm going to feel kind of bad. Marcus Smart, 4-year, $31 million deal. I'm not, in 2K, this is going to make everything even worse. He's going to shoot the ball a lot shot, play defense. I mean, I've always said we needed defenders. Maybe it'll work out. Oh, wait, did they just get rid of him? I think they just got, I don't even know. Ryan Brokoff back again? What the hell are we doing? Aaron Aflalo, Tyler Hansbrough. Oh, God. I almost just clicked release Victor. I probably should have. Victor, 97. Victor and Steph were obviously very firmly in their primes with both of their best seasons. Steph's was 2 years ago. Victor with his this past year with that 30-point per game season. Steph with his 3 Hall of Fame badges. Victor doesn't have any. Ekpe Udo goes down 2 overalls. Omri Caspi goes down 1. Victor's got to re-sign his contract, and they said he wants to, so he's probably going to. Ryan Brokoff, Aaron Aflalo, Jordan Farmar, Harry Giles got a little bit better, but those 3 I first mentioned got worse. Wait, did they just sign Fred VanVleet? Wait, what? How did they get Fred? Okay. Oh, that's a good contract. Fred VanVleet went not re-signed, and now he's signed with us on a 3-year, $5 million contract. Okay. And Omri Caspi is back again. I don't know what to expect, so we'll just thug it out. You know, honestly, at least they didn't sign Marcus Smart. I like Marcus Smart, but come on. You got a team struggling to put the ball in the hoop minus 2 people, and you try and sign a dude who shoots 35%. Tyler Hansbrough is currently the starting 4. I would actually hope that they eventually put Victor back at the 4. I think Ekpe Udo started the entire last year. I actually forgot about that. Yeah, he started the entire year. Maybe I should switch it, but that seems a little bit extreme, so I don't know. They'll figure it out. Ekpe is actually just, you know, I'm actually going to put I don't think this is that big of a deal. I'm going to put the 4 tag on him as well. They can choose which way they want to, you know, play the players. We'll even make Steph be able to play shooting guard, whatever. Because that starting 5 was so bad. They put Ekpe out of position, according to, you know, Fred VanVleet's his first season, having a pretty decent little season off the bench. He didn't play in his rookie year, so we're still, though, just middle of the pack, super duper mid. This is nasty work. I don't really know how to frame it. And Victor and, oh, did not mean to do that. Victor and AD are the conference MVP, or the conference all-star, what do they call captains? Yeah, that. Victor drafted KD, Steph, John Wall, and Brandon Wright, of course, because you need a Brandon Wright on your team. Stanley Johnson, one-time all-star. Shout out to the Pistons. I heard Stan Van Gundy talking about Stanley Johnson talking about if he would have drafted Devin Booker, he'd still have a job right now because he drafted Stanley Johnson that year over him. And I mean, I don't know how right or not right he is, but I mean, it would have given him a better chance. Yeah, definitely. Did Stan Van really have, I know he was the coach, but like, did he, I guess he had GM decision at the time too, probably. Victor wins MVP, 34-15 with 4 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. That is an insane season. He wins MVP. We're getting the individual accolades. Luka wins Rookie of the Year, decent season. CJ McCollum 6. Oh, wait, he wasn't there last year? Oh, that makes me feel like so much more of a fraud that we almost beat them. He wasn't even there last year, CJ. He went to Memphis after 3 years, and now Memphis is still 6-man, but yeah, whatever. Victor also wins DPOI, Brogdon Most Improved Player, Stephen Carter, Timberwolves, Boogie's team wins the Coach of the Year, Ben Simmons, Chris Paul, Anthony Davis, Blake Griffin, Victor Wembanyama. The first 4 are what? Yeah, this is an interesting team. Amir Johnson, All-NBA second team. Steph Curry makes the 3rd team, just 29 points, not just, but you know, he shot about 1,000 less shots than last year, so take that for what you will. Victor, all defensive second team. Clippers versus the Warriors, round 1. We're playing All-NBA first team. Chris Paul, we played this team so many times at this point. Game 1 they win, game 2 they win, game 3 they win, and game 4 they swept. I just felt like not, you know, pull the band-aid off, I guess, if they're gonna go up that easy. Victor and Steph were both pretty decent. Victor with 30 and 14 a game, Steph with 24, and nobody else averaged double figures at all. So I would say something definitely has to change. Victor signed an extension, the max obviously with the MVP, and yeah, he's making a lot of money. But I will say I can admit my mistakes. I think Steph Curry didn't need this. I think Steph Curry was doing just fine with a 53-point tendency. If this is how, you know, the 2K gods made him, I guess we're gonna leave him there because he had his best season. I'm gonna put him at we'll find a middle ground. I'll put him at 75 because ever since then he's still been playing great, just worse. I mean, last season he shot 44% from 3, but he's shooting worse from the field. I don't know if, you know what? No, I'm lying because I don't think this team is really bad. If I'm logistically thinking about it, I think the fact that, you know, it's not just that he's making more shots, he's making 3s over 2s. 3s count more than 2s. I don't think we would win this much, even though we're losing still in the playoffs. You know what I mean? This team really stinks. So I don't know. I'm gonna leave it there for now. Carmelo Anthony wins Finals MVP as the Suns win another one over the Knicks this year. That's actually interesting because they just traded like half of their. Terry Rozier's a 90. They got Donovan Mitchell out there playing a good amount. Mikal Bridges, Michael Beasley. I mean, their highest overall is Rozier, and then Jaylen Brown, who's an 83. And I mean, hey, they went to the finals and they took 2 games off the Suns, just like we did, as the 7th seed. Kobe Bryant retires after 23 years pro, and JJ Redick can go be a coach. Even his like picture right there looks like his coach pick. Draft lottery. It'll go to the Sixers via Washington. My boy Frank Vogel, man. And when do we start to blame him? You know what? Consider me the owner. I'm making an executive decision. I'm gonna hand it over to my GM, but I'm firing Frank Vogel, and I'm gonna just leave it there and let them decide. Matter of fact, let's just no, not again. Why does he have 3 offers? Just decline it for now. Not again. I'm gonna just sim it, and then he's gonna come back anyways, isn't he? Frank Vogel back on a 4-year. Why? First pick in the 2019 draft, Zion Williamson to the Sixers, Ja Morant to the Blazers, Darius Garland to the Nuggets, RJ Barrett. Wow, it's went very normal so far. I mean, obviously the teams are different, but you know, Jordan Poole. It went very normal. Garrison Matthews, welcome to the Warriors, and Sylvester Campbell. Harry Giles, goodbye, I guess. This is truly unreal. I mean, on day 1 of free agency, at the very least, we put our chips down on Anthony Davis, and he is about to sign, at least it looks like he is about to sign with the Phoenix Suns, who from what I can gather, they still have Melo and Jimmy Butler. They still have Goran. They still have everybody. They just have the money, and they're about to sign Anthony Davis. And Ekpe Udoh is about to be out of here, and Caspi, and all those other dudes we signed last year. AD is a Phoenix Sun. They are going to be unstoppable. They are going to be unstoppable. There's no point. There's no point. He's the highest. He's probably tied around with Victor as like the highest overall in the league. Okay, they finally did something. Their Golden State Warriors have signed Stanley Johnson. Didn't he win some sort of award? I think I pointed him out maybe in the All-Star game, or maybe the All-NBA team. I don't know, but he's already an All-NBA player. He's 23. He fills the small forward the role they probably haven't filled since what? I don't know. Steven Jackson. Just finally, holy hell. And he goes up 2 overalls to join the slightly older, but not really much older core of at least Victor. They also signed, I'm not mad at this, Dragan Bender to play the 4. He's, I mean, average 10, 5, and 3. He's a good space the floor. That's good. I'm good with that. And Otto Porter, who did find it. Okay, they had and Joakim Noah, old, but you know what? Old but gold. And Van Vliet's obviously still here. They get Robert Covington, who, unlike his previous 2K versions, doesn't seem to be as inefficient as he normally was. And Jared Sullinger on a 2-way contract. See, how is Jared Sullinger still got a face scan, but Frank Ntilikina don't? Anyways, okay, really good offseason, finally. And we've also been screaming for defense, and Stanley Johnson is an A+ perimeter defense. So he averaged insane numbers last year, but I checked, and the Wizards were the worst team in like the NBA. So obviously the starting 5 is Stanley Johnson and Dragan Bender joining the other 3 that have always been starting. As also shout to Ekpe Udoh, genuinely salute. You know, he ain't doing nothing wrong. He's out of here though. He didn't sign back. We beat the Thunder the first game of the season. I do want to see really early on how the stats look. Just see. Oh yeah. Sound like Berlizzi, right? Steph Curry 31 a game. Stanley Johnson 30.5. I actually, my mind thought Stanley Johnson was 3rd. No, Victor is 3rd. Stanley Johnson's averaging 30. The Wizards stunk, but he's even better over here. Because you would have think, oh, he's averaging 10 assists. Is he the greatest signing of all time? I don't even know how the team is doing. I really don't care. I mean, they're 2nd in the conference. It's super early, but holy hell, that could be a potential team saver, especially when, hold on, the Suns are 20-5. Let me check the Suns real quick. They still got, oh, actually, Melo's off the bench right now for Justice Winslow. That's insane. And they got Yabusele. Wait, did they not get AD? Where's AD? Where's Anthony Davis? What? No way they didn't get him. Did I not notice that? I'm just going to look at the teams real quick. I mean, he's got to be the starting power forward, right? Somewhere. I guess maybe he did go west. I don't even know if he was west or east. Was he on the Pelicans? No. He left Charlotte to go to the Pelicans. I don't even know what happened there. Did they sell? Maybe they didn't, or maybe, hold on. Let me check the Suns. Maybe they tried to sign somebody else and sold their contract situation. Wait, no. I know what happened. I saw Justice Winslow out there. He was a free agent. They re-signed Justice Winslow and couldn't afford AD for just his 10 million. Oh, wow. That is an insane. You know what though? Good. Keep the parity. Even though we got better, we obviously were getting absolutely smoked by these guys. Good. Now we just got our wicked big 3 and they still got, you know, their guys. Melo can play the 4. They should throw him in there next to Winslow. But okay. Wow. This is really good. This might be a peak team built right now because not Winslow, Stanley Johnson, just an insane sentence, is good enough currently to where we don't even need the rest of the team. Just these 3 shooting all the shots. We got it right now. They're all going to be all-star starters. I could damn near guarantee it. They're all all-star starters, right? Victor made it. Oh, did Stanley Johnson kind of fizzled out a bit? No, he's still averaging 29, 6, and 10. He should be on the damn starters. I don't care what nobody says. Forget Amir Johnson. Yeah, that's stat line weak. I guess only 5 can make it from the conference, right? So it's probably, as LeBron's still on Miami, it was AD made it. Yeah, whatever. Screw them. We should have had Stanley Johnson up there. 29 a game so far from Curry, 29 a game from Stanley Johnson, and 25 from Victor. I want to see some. They are the entire this is what I'm talking about. I knew he was playing all-star starter level. They are the top 3 in MVP. Crazy enough, Victor is number 1, probably because of the defensive impact and the rebounding. He's number 1, even though his 2 leading scorers are right behind him. So a Warrior is going to win an MVP. MVP. And we have the best record in the league. We just lost 2 games, but whatever. This is team defying, league changing. Thankfully, I was praying for this team to make a decent draft choice for years, but thankfully they just signed somebody that was good finally with all that damn money. I was scared they were going to sound like another point guard like Kyrie or something. I saw him out there. Stanley Johnson is the league's most valuable player. This is such a 180 from where we were last year, but also like from, I don't even know. He's now the 3rd Warrior to win MVP. We've had the other 2 win it, I think, multiple times, at least once each. And Zion wins Rookie of the Year. Bol 6 minutes. Oh, damn. This brings me back. This brings me back, man. That's what started. Damn, I forgot about Bol. I forgot about Bol. That man used to be a staple. How did I forget about Bol? Is Bol? He's not on the team no more. Damn. I might have to do a Bol video. That's just and it's crazy because I remember when all that stuff, when all my comment section used to run with Bol stuff, I was like, I don't even really rock with Buddy so much, but that just gave me a lot of nostalgia seeing him. I feel like I haven't seen him in 2K in like 2 years. Victor wins DPOY. Christian Wood, most improved on the Mavericks. That's, I mean, not, you know, relatively accurate. He obviously he had his come up. Was it on the Mavs? No, it was on the Pistons really, and then he got traded. Stanley Johnson and Victor make the first team. It's still positional, so Victor obviously the best center, and Steph Curry makes the second team with his numbers 29 and whatever. I doubt he cares, you know, not making the first team, as D Rose is another one currently. He is going insane. I haven't seen his team do anything in years, even though he did win a ring or 2. And we are, for the first time, I think, the first seed in the conference, at least in a long time. Finally. Did we have the coach of the year? I don't even know, but we are the best team in the league. Minnesota right behind them with a Boogie, Kawhi. Oh wow, I didn't even realize Boogie was shorter than Kawhi. It's like yawned in the damn mic. Forgot. I didn't realize this was the pairing here. Boogie, Kawhi, Kevin Love, Chris Middleton, and DeJounte. Then you got the Suns, who are the 3rd seed this year. Nice. Goran Dragic getting a little bit old now. Speaking of them, shout out to Dame and the Kings. They're still okay, I guess. And Klay Thompson. Oh, I'm looking at the whole league. The Kings are actually 5th in the West. And AD's Pelicans now are the Luke Babbitt. Wow, that's actually funny. That's accurate. I'm pretty sure he played. Yeah, he definitely played for the Pelicans. Yeah. I actually really like this team. Julius Randle also ended up as AD's backup again, except he's much better now. Like he's at 90. And you got Clint Capella. I like the double wing, tall shooter wing duo. I don't know. It's just funny. And watch, they're about to beat us in the second round. First game, or we're playing the Thunder, who are crazily enough which I mean, hey, we have the same format they do, but they are not us. They are not like us. I don't know what to tell you. Westbrook, Harden, and KD, they have fizzled out. They're still like the same overalls, but Curry, Stanley Johnson, and Victor are better, and our team is not really much different on paper except for that. But yeah, Victor, Stanley, and Curry absolutely cooking. Curry with a triple-double with 16 assists. Victor with 36. Cooked them game 1 by 30. Game 2, it's another dominant win by 30. Steph with 58 points. I wonder if anyone's broken the record. Steph's 58 is 5th most in playoff history, but D Rose had 67, and that's number 1. Blake also had 59 points. Game 3, they actually do win by 20. It's still okay. So you gotta give them some respect. But we win the next one. Maybe we can blow a 3-1 lead. Who knows? Victor with a 16-point triple-double, and that's a 4-1. We are playing that Pelicans team I was admiring, my secret admired team in the playoffs. They also have Al Horford, who's starting at center. I didn't even realize. I didn't see him. All right, screw it. Let's just simulate game 1. Game 1, they're gonna win by 13 points. Stanley Johnson, Curry, and Victor are always gonna have a good game. But we lost this one as D'Lo with 30 and 11. D'Lo and AD back again together. I just realized that. We are gonna go down 2-0, and I maybe fully spoke the truth in the prophecy, because they are up 2-0 and could beat us in this playoff second round. But nope, next game, Victor with 36, Curry with 32, and Stanley Johnson with a decent little game. And we're going on to game 4. Season potentially on the line, you know, could still go down 3-1, but it is going to be a relatively easy win. 50 from Steph Curry. He's going crazy. 9 for 13 from 3. And Victor and Stanley Johnson with some great games. I didn't expect Stanley Johnson to come over here and be the facilitator, to be our damn LeBron. I don't know. What else do I compare him to? Grant Hill, maybe? I don't. 39 and 10 from Steph Curry. 30 and 11 from Stanley Johnson. Won that one. Surprised we haven't seen a Victor triple-double with blocks game yet, as I think they just tied it and made it game 7. 35 and 15 from Curry. We are going on to game 7. The Suns have they went to game 7 with the Clippers. Actually, they're looking a little bit more human this year, but so are we. So it's not really. This would be a really big fumble right here. I'm gonna jump in. There's 3 minutes to go, but it's been a lot of years now with no rings. We're on like year 10 with no rings, and this is like our best chance ever. Not even close. Finally, a really good chance. Stanley Johnson at the line. This court is like, I also have my saturation on my computer, and this court is pissing me off right now. It also looks weird. Is this a current? Is this like after the change? Wait, why do I feel like we're back in the 90s? I don't know. Whatever. This is the Chase Center. D'Lo guarded by Curry. Stanley Johnson just on Luke Babbitt right now. I think matchup wise, I mean, AD standing in the corner right now, so I guess whatever. Who cares? As D'Lo goes to it, pass down to Al, and Al is gonna make the layup around Victor. Elusive. This court is so ugly. He said they said something about D'Lo franchise record for assists. He's got 18. Shout out to that. It's also the Pelicans though. He probably just broke his own record he set last game. Dragan Bender hands it off to Victor. He's got some room from three. He'll go between the legs, cross back left. He's gonna go right, try and cross over, go to the post against, or I don't know. He's just facing up against Al. He'll take a nasty looking layup, and look at Dragan Bender with the putback. Our fill-in at the 4 doing his job. I don't even know if he's on a multi-year deal or what. Steph Curry, can you check D'Lo as Dragan Bender will guard against AD, who's wearing a nasty number 31. Victor, can you go help him? You don't got to face guard Al Horford. You kind of do sometimes, but maybe I should put Victor on AD. I definitely should, but you know what? I'm going to do it. I don't care. Call me selfish. I don't care. You know what? I'll do it for both teams. I don't care. Actually, Al Horford's a good defender. You can leave him, but I might be lying. Victor to AD, and I'm putting Stanley Johnson on D'Lo. I don't care. I thought Steph's defensive ratings would have been a little bit better, but they're not. D'Lo is actually their best perimeter defender, so I'm going to leave him on Steph because that's kind of insane. He's only at like a 60, and we're going to put AD on Victor for fair play. He's also taller than Al Horford, I think, or at least at the same height. Randy Foye hands it off to Steph, back out. Oh, snap. We're running Spurs ball. We're running Spurs ball. We're running Spurs ball. Dude, hold on. Look at the ball movement. The handoff from Randy Foye. He passes it quickly to, oh my goodness. I haven't seen nothing like this in 2K. What the hell? When did we learn this? Frank Vogel, how did I ever doubt you? I'm sorry. You just needed a Stanley Johnson in your life, even though he did nothing on that play, but it doesn't matter. All right, Stanley, come on, man. Come on. Lock up. Stay close. Pass down to AD. Victor, come on. Ooh, he played good D. I'm very happy I switched it. Come on. Hands it off to Victor. Victor at the top of the key. Oh, come on. He's going to go to the rim all the way. Nope. He hands it to Bender. Bender, he's got a lot of room down low, and he'll take the floater. 1:30 to go. Winner go home. 3-point game. Stanley Johnson on D'Lo at the top of the key with AD about to set the screen with that number 31. Come on, Victor. Yes. Yes. No way. How did that work? And he gets it out. Yes. No dunks. No easy dunks. No fouls either. Hand off to Victor against AD. He'll go right at him. Victor with the Euro. It's off. Anthony Davis. Good defense. I don't think he's won a DPOY, but he definitely could have in the game. I'm saying it. I know he didn't win one in real life. AD with the board and Victor with the block. Oh my goodness. AD, a good board. And then he tries to go back smooth and easy, but no, hell, it barely even gets out of his damn hand. 53 seconds. Victor corner. Stanley Johnson open 3. It's off again. Another missed shot. Babbitt up the other way. He's got Curry on him. Big height disadvantage, but it doesn't really matter because they don't give the ball to Luke Babbitt that much. It's gonna be a pass down to AD. Another block and a foul. Shoot, you should challenge it, honestly, just for the vibe. They got 2 timeouts anyways. AD, he makes the first free throw. This is good hoops. I like this. 31 on his back like he's Reggie Miller. He misses it. 36 seconds to go. Pass up to Steph. They should slow it down. Will they is the question. Steph trying to barrel his way to the rim. He's gonna get a terrible screen from, what the hell is Stanley Johnson doing? I don't know. Pass over. Randy Foye with the ball. Oh no, what is happening? What's the play? What's the play? 4 seconds. Pass over Curry. He's got room for 3. Steph Curry for 3 puts the game in the coffin potentially. I don't think you could say something like puts the game in the coffin and it'd be potential. Once you're in that coffin, you ain't coming out unless it's, I don't know, a damn Halloween movie or something. What is? Wait, I'm just intrigued. I'm sorry if this has like a deeper meaning to him or something. I just wanted to see. Oh, it's kind of decent. Is it teach peace? I mean, the EAC like is like intertwining. Do the EAC have like a deeper meaning? I mean, I'll rock with it, I guess. I don't think I'll ever get a tattoo, honestly. I don't think that's really my bag. I probably will, but I probably won't. I don't know. Passing to, oh my goodness, that damn near was a steal. Pump fake, back to him, shot, Bogdanovich, that's off, rebound by Victor. And we are finally, for the first time in a minute, going to the conference finals. We kept meeting our match in the second round. So it took a while, and your Golden State Warriors, 45 from Steph, Victor with 22 and 13, AD with 30, Randall with 21 off the bench. And we are going back, look at Frank Vogel. I think that was him. And we are playing the Phoenix Suns. We have played many times before, but are we a different animal or the same beast this season? Let's see. Game 1 in Golden State. It is going to be a win by 10 points. Game 2 in Golden State, it'll be a loss by something amount of points. Game 3 in Phoenix, oh boy, they are getting to it. They absolutely dominated. Victor 9 for 25, Curry 5 for 14. We had 77 points. Stanley Johnson had 4. That is the first time, at least since, oh, that's the All-Star game. Oh my God. That is the first time all season he did not score in double figures. and it's 4 points. 4 points. That is one of the most impressive defense, and he had 6 turnovers. That is one of the most impressive defensive performances I've ever seen in 2K. That is insane. How is that even? He was against Justice Winslow, ironically, his draft mate, and Justice Winslow absolutely cooked him and had 15 boards off his damn misses. I mean, he didn't even shoot much. He just, wow, they did not let them do anything. I gotta really look at this for a second. I'm impressed. 36% from the field, 29 for 80, 4 for 18 from 3. I've seen Steph make 3 times as many as that in a game. Way less points in the paint. Way less, 40 less bench points, worse rebounding, obviously, and 21 turnovers to 10. That's just insane. And they never led. Down 2-1. That's a statement game. Can you have any sort of semblance, any sort of morale to maybe, just maybe, this is a huge game. I can feel the intensity, and it's a damn virtual screen that isn't even real. 2 minutes to go. One point down. Michael Porter Jr., season potentially on the line. Otto Porter Jr., sorry. Victor against Nerlens Noel. I don't think we have to switch anything as Randy Foye gets it, pass over to Bender. Maybe I'll, you know what, I'm gonna do this now because I'm biased. I might play fair actually. Stanley Johnson and Jimmy Butler, right? I'd rather him on Jimmy than Justice Winslow. Why does his name say Justin? I've been reading that as Justice this whole time. They got his name as Justin. I don't even know if Melo's in the game. You know, he'd be coming off the bench now. I'm gonna be fair for them too. Goran Dragic stinks at defense. We're gonna put Jimmy Butler on Steph Curry. You know, future former teammates, but they don't know that in this. Pass over to Victor. Victor against Nerlens. He hands it off to Steph. Obviously for this possession, nothing applies. Steph's going with his dribble moves, getting stuck a little bit. He's having a tough time with Goran Dragic. And Porter back to Curry. Curry for the 3. It's off. He had to heave something up, which is an okay person to heave something up. Melo is in the game, guarded currently by Otto Porter Jr. The screen, Curry on Dragic. Dragic getting bumped. Curry guarding the ball well for a minute, and then back out to Jimmy. Jimmy for 3. It's off. Rebound by Victor. Just 1:20 to go, and we are down by 1. Victor running the break with Jimmy on him right now, who might still be their best option for him. They don't. Actually, no, they have Nerlens Noel. He's decent. Randy Foye with the ball in his hands. I don't like where this is right now. Pass over to Curry. Another 3 in that same exact play, and it works. 2-point lead. Golden State Warriors says their first lead, but that's probably a lie. Goran Dragic, 1 minute to go with the rock. No timeouts for either team either, it looks like. And Dragic going at him. Dragic back out to Winslow. Dragic out to Melo. Melo against Porter. He goes between the legs, back left. He's stuck. He puts it up, and he gets the foul. Stanley Johnson be coming in right now. Melo's going to stay in the game too, as Melo misses the first free throw. So they got their actually maybe better lineup in right now with no Justice Winslow. Victor against Noel. He's going to bring the ball up the court in this scenario, which is insane. And oh my goodness, Victor, you big bastard. He takes a step back and goes back court so obviously. Oh my goodness. And now Winslow subs in. Oh my goodness. Jimmy Butler now down by 1 with the rock. They don't even feel the downside of Melo missing that free throw. They have the ball back now. Victor guarding Noel as Jimmy going to Adam. Down to Noel. Layup is good. No timeouts. Game on the line. 22 seconds to go. Could be going down 3-1 or tying it 2-2 right here, right now. Jimmy Butler is on Steph Curry. The screen by Winslow. Steph with some room. The off-ball screens over to Foye. Foye with the rock. Back to Curry. He's going to get a screen from Victor. Curry over the screen. He's going to pull the shot, and it is off. Rebound by Noel, and they will get a foul off by 1 with 1.6 to go. No timeouts is absolutely killer, and they miss a free throw. 1.6 seconds. One more full court heave with the season on the line. They're going to have a moment to pass the ball in. It is going to be to Victor. Full court heave, and it is off. Phoenix Suns go up 3-1 in the conference finals. They absolutely are dog walking us this entire video. This is insane. Otto Porter with 0 for 5. I would say modest games from the 3 of them. Curry's was pretty decent. He was 9 for 11. That last shot was just his. Oh no, this is Stanley Johnson. Oh snap. Wait, look, they took his eyebrows away again. They took his eyebrows away. What the hell? All right, call me crazy. This might be insane. Why when his, I don't even know if this is the case for this person I'm about to say. Why when his eyebrows are fainter, he kind of looks like OG. I don't know. Maybe I'm just noticing it for the, I don't know. Maybe this is a little bit insane. Down 3-1. The Sixers are already waiting in the finals with, oh my God, the legend himself. Year 2, 88 overall, Jalen Brunson leading the team with Bogdanovich, small forward Zion, who, oh, it's his rookie year. And he's actually primary small forward. What the hell? Brandon Wright, who's a 96 overall, Skal Labissiere, Jeremy Lin, De'Aaron Fox, Miles Turner, Xavier Henry. I just wanted to examine this team. RJ Barrett. Wait, they have RJ and Zion? How did that happen? Wait, what? Pick 4. They had pick 1 and 4. I didn't even realize. I think I might have said it, but oh, don't simulate the round. Let's see. We still got a fighter's chance. Come on. Warriors. Oh boy, it's real close. I'm gonna assume they got it though. They got it. Little 8-point win. Victor, quiet game from him, but Stanley Johnson and Curry did enough. We obviously must have did enough defensively too. Okay. Okay, next game. Trying to force that game 7. Trying to force that game 7. This is scary. They really could do it. We've came back from a 3-1 before. Oh boy. It looks like they might have it handled. I'm gonna just let it rock for now. You know, usually it's like if it's very close. Plus we have the lead, so I'm not trying to mess nothing up. Usually it's like if it's very close, 2 minutes to go. That's what I'm trying to jump in. And it was, but you know, we have momentum. Screw you. 44 from Victor, 27 and 10 from Curry, 26 from Norman Powell. Wow, a quiet game for most of their stars if Norman Powell's leading scorer. And the last game in Golden State, no way they're actually gonna do it. Oh snap, the Suns heard me. The Suns heard me. The British are coming. They're going. They keep going. It's a tied game now. 5 minutes to go. Okay, this is it. I can't be a hypocrite now. 2 minutes to go. 106-105. I'm not even gonna, I have the matchups in my head from last time. I'm gonna set them up right now. Oh, Melo is starting now. So, oh God, there's really no when it comes to defense, because Randy Foye can't play a lick of defense, and Melo has 29. I'm still gonna make the executive decision, coach decision, to put Stanley Johnson on Jimmy Butler, because Melo's a bit older, slower, and he's probably gonna be off the ball, whereas Jimmy would be on the ball. So I'm gonna pray that Randy Foye can get it. Boy, Randy Foye can't play a hint of defense. Hopefully Otto Porter Jr. is in, honestly, crazily enough. I can't put Victor on him either. That would just be stupid. And for them, it's pretty obvious. Just, you know. Oh, actually, wait, I forgot. No. I'm thinking of the last series, right? They don't have AD. All right, let's do it. 2 minutes, 11 seconds ago. They even refreshed it, so I think it's all going to be correct. All right, and I think that is Otto Porter in the game right now against Melo, so that's good. We got a little bit of height against him. Melo's trying to get to it. He has arm sleeve missing. Good defense, Otto. Hand off to Jimmy. Now Jimmy's going to be the one to try and bail him out. The screen is set, and Jimmy with a good look at a fading 3, but see, they changed it in 2K. You can't really hit those anymore, so they should have left it, honestly. It was more fun. Curry to the rim. Curry bumps. He gets stuck. He's on Malik Monk, and he's doing absolutely nothing right now. What is he doing? Back out. Otto Porter. Oh, I thought he was about to have a lane. What are we doing? Back out. Oh, Curry with all the room in the world, and he missed it. Victor set a weak little off-ball screen unintentionally. Winslow, oh snap, he tried to get to that rim there. Noel is gonna have some room. Victor nearly blocks it just enough to stop it from going in. There's Noel, and pass down to Bender. Bender with the layup. Holy hell. Hey, honestly, thank you, Justice Winslow, for letting us set our offense, because that was terrible. All right, passes in. Eventually, hopefully, somebody. There you go. Stanley Johnson with the rock. Victor is absolutely face guarding. I mean, my bad. Jimmy is face guarding Steph, who pulls the 3 anyways. He misses it, but look at the putback. It's off. Oh my goodness, what just happened? Yabusele to Melo. Melo goes between the legs and one, absolutely breaking down Randy Foye and Dragan Bender. Of course, they're about to take probably a 1-point lead. Melo hits the free throw. It's a 2-point lead. My bad, I meant to. Curry, series and season on the line, the biggest year of his or Victor's career. He's trying to get some room. Jimmy is on him. Why don't they set a screen? I don't know. It goes to Randy Foye in the corner. Back to Steph. Steph with a little bit of room. He pump fakes. 6 seconds. No Victor in the play. Steph a fading 3. It's off. Rebound by Noel. Hands it to Melo. Yabusele on the break. Down to Jimmy. Jimmy trying to get some room. Jimmy with a really tough shot. And it is off. One more chance. Steph Curry on the break. He's got a wide. Oh my goodness. He had wide open Dragan Bender. I would have just taken the 2 at that point. And Curry is going to take the layup. It is good. They have one last timeout. Everything on the line. You just got to pray that hopefully they don't go to Melo, because Randy Foye is gonna be in the game. Oh God. You know what? Screw you. I'm putting in whoever's better at defense. I don't even care. Come on. Perimeter defense D. Fred VanVleet has an A+, but he's too short. Oh, Robbie Covington. Get in the game. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's your time. This is your moment. Hopefully they actually listen to me, but let's see. Hopefully they listen. They might have just said screw and put in Randy Foye. He is in the game. He's against Melo, and Melo is gonna be the one to get the ball. Oh boy. This might be the biggest play of Robert Covington's life. I don't even care. We have a timeout as well, so if there's any time left, they could take one. Let's see, but let's see. Melo over the screen. Melo, the pass is tipped by Victor, and it's gonna be a picked up. Robert Covington half-court shot is off. He wouldn't get it off anyways. We are going to overtime. Oh my goodness. That is why you have Victor in life. Victor Wembanyama with the tip ball. Frank Vogel. Hey, thank me later. Forget you. Randy Foye's back in the game. We'll live. Okay. Steph Curry once again guarded by. I want to see just like a possession, just how this starts real quick. Remember that one beautiful possession we had? Look at them. They moving. The ball is moving swell right now. Here we go. Victor, top of the key. Just get to it. Screw it. You got it. Just don't go back court this time. He's got it. Just go. Why don't they go to the post? Why don't they, like every player ever, once you get to a certain point, you just go to the post? I don't understand what they're doing. Yabusele with the dunk. I haven't seen him do that all damn season for the Knicks. Maybe once. Yabusele has been absolutely puzzling me in real life. Now I'm just sitting here watching the OT. I don't even care. Whatever. Victor trying to duck to the rim. Back out to Stanley, who hasn't really done much. Curry somehow with room from 3. That's good. Thank you. Yabusele has been puzzling me in real life, because somehow he went from like pretty good last season to he's doing absolutely nothing this season. I don't don't know. And I think his role is kind of small. I mean, obviously you can tell, but like, damn, like, holy hell. Curry couldn't guard Dragic there, but it doesn't matter. He misses. Victor with the board. We're gonna chill in the mundane little 350 left in this OT. I kind of feel like skipping forward, but I kind of feel like letting it rock, especially because too, I think if we get to the finals, I don't give a damn. Sorry, Jalen Brunson. I think we got it. Victor, fade away. It's off. The midi fade cannot go. Stanley's ready to pick up Jimmy, and Yabu has some room against his Frenchman friend. Melo off the ball. Dragan, he actually plays good defense there. Victor looked like he was about to double, but he didn't. Melo the cross. Oh, snap. He kind of had it, but he didn't take it. Dragan Bender's playing really good defense. Melo blocked by Dragan Bender. I might have to switch that matchup. Holy, I'm damn near about to switch that matchup. Forget all that. Forget the fast break for a second. Hold on. Dragan Bender with the defense. Oh, he has, I mean, it's interior, but he has good defensive stats. Randy Foy, go and guard the big man. I don't care. Oh no, I'm still controlling the game. There you go. Back out. I felt the controller vibrate and I said, oh no, it's over. I sold. Pass out to Stanley Johnson. Stanley, he's got Victor down low. Come on. He doesn't give it to him. It is an offensive 3-second on Victor. No, it's on Curry. All right, come on, Dragan. You got it, man. Just stick over there with Melo. Pass. Oh God, Jimmy Butler with a lot of room. That is off. They cannot hit a shot right now. Victor passes over to Randy. Big Randall. Oh, back down to Victor. You need a lot more of that in your life, boy. We need a lot more of that. Season on the line. Oh my goodness, Victor with the steal. Boy, this makes me excited for when this year's playoff comes around. I'm not even gonna front. It's good. It should be a pretty crazy year. And man, I was just really, you got to take the joyous. Oh my goodness, they rotated off of Steph Curry, wide open for 3. It's a 6-point game. We are showing our dominance in this overtime period. And I was gonna say, I know like the Knicks, the cup thing, it's kind of always, we're still viewing it as a little bit funny whenever a team wins the cup or whatever, but it was fun. I don't really care. That cup game was real fun. That was a super high intensity game. Shout out to that, man. I must say, I'm sold in the cup now. I'm sold in the NBA Cup. I still think like the getting to it, as Jimmy Butler hits the layup, but who cares? We're up by 4. Screw them. I still think the getting to the point of like getting to Vegas is a little bit murky, because like keeping track of the standings within the cup, I didn't really do any of that. I was like, oh, whatever, we'll see what happens. And then, it happened. But like once it's there though, it's good. Like the Vegas, the whole atmosphere seemed fire. Like, or I don't know about the atmosphere, but like, you know what I mean? The game, as I think that was Victor that just missed a shot, right? So they still have a chance. I mean, more than a chance. They're down by 4, 116 to go. I guess I was lightening the mood in our stressful situation, as Melo goes at Stanley Johnson, and wow, I don't know what happened there, but Melo just absolutely dogged him. 109 to go, just a 2-point game. Steph Curry dribbling the ball between his legs, dribbling up the court. It looks like he's gonna try and go at Jimmy, back over to Foy, who doesn't seem to ever want to shoot the ball, which I'd be okay with at times, maybe not all the time. Curry's gonna go to a go-to shot. He steps back, he breaks Jimmy Butler, he hits the shot. Steph Curry, still a damn baby face, is hype. I gotta change how he looks. I just realized that. I mean, he still looks like it's damn 2012. Victor Wembanyama into Dragic. Dragic passed down to Melo in the post against Dragan, and that is a fadeaway. It is off. Thank God I switched that matchup, boy. They're gonna foul. They don't have to foul right yet though, so I don't know. Although if we're giving the ball to Randy Foy, I might expect it. Curry, walk on back real quick. Get the ball to Steph. Okay, they're gonna double Randy in the backcourt, who's having a seizure. Pass up to, okay, here we go. Sorry to anybody with a seizure. Shout out to seizures. I don't know. Is that like the worst way anyone's ever taken? Anyways, Stanley Johnson for 3, and that's game. They're gonna for some reason go back to Melo in the post when they're down by 1 million. Melo, Dragan is, wow, what a force. And that is gonna be game. What a absolute just fantastic victory. We were down 3-1, right? Oh, let me confirm my data. I got so lost in the game. Yeah, we were down 3-1. 3-1 victory, comeback to the finals. Now if they lose this finals, I lose all hope in humanity, but there should be no chance, right? I don't give a damn about a damn Brandon Wright. Come on, man, come on. We just beat the team that we were struggling with for a million years, who won 1 million finals. No way. I think this would be the first East championship in forever if we actually lost this. So no way, right? Steph Curry. I've been Steph Curry with the shot, been cooking with the sauce, Chef Curry with the pot. Shout out to Robert Covington. He did what he had to do. And you can't even say, hey, I know I subbed in some Robert Covington, but I put Jimmy Butler on Steph Curry. Come on, man. We got to keep it fair for the league. 39. I'm actually happy they had Melo out there, because not just because I like Melo, but they didn't seem as good with Justice Winslow out there. 39-10 with Steph Curry, 25-15 with Victor, 21 from Stanley Johnson. This whole game changes a little bit if in that OT period. I don't think Jimmy Butler hit a shot. He hit 2 points. He was 0 for 1, and then Dragic also missed a 3. If they hit those 2 threes, that changes a lot, because in the OT we did not miss a 3. Stanley and Curry went 3 for 3, so that changes a lot right there. We are going to the finals. We'll keep a young baby face Steph for now, as we are playing. This is still a crazy team, especially with the thoughts of how Zion is in 2K, Jalen Brunson. I do want to see their stats real quick, just flesh out this whole documentary style of this. guess Zion has been benched for some of the games. Fox has started a few games over Brunson. They got a whole smorgasbord of players, which is what you usually refer to food as, but we're being sickos today. Brandon Wright is their clear, which also I'm pretty sure it's spelled with a Brandon, like A instead of Brandon. Who cares? He's a 96 overall, one of the best players in the league. He has post fade phenom and post lockdown on Hall of Fame. He also shoots 44% from 3, which I mean, he barely shoots them, I guess, but he still shoots a decent amount. He's a 96 3-point shot. He is a damn demigod. It's only fair that if Victor's in the league, you gotta get some Brandon Wright hoops too. But game 1 is an easy 30-point win, 32 and 10 from Steph, 28 from Victor, Van Vliet with 17 off the bench, and Zion with 28 trying to answer. Can I see actually their stats again? 6 for 17 from Miles Turner, 3 for 13 from Scalabissiere against Victor, and Brunson just 1 for 5. Next game in Golden State again, and we are going to win by 30 again. 30 plus points from the big three, 17 assists from Steph Curry. Zion's trying his best, but he's still just an 85 overall. But respect to this team as they, hold on now. They're gonna win one game themselves by almost 30 points, but a good game from Brandon Wright leading the way. But they're really just an all-around, super duper all-around effort. I think Zion had 8, it said. But once again, we're coming back in game 6, 42 from, or my bad, game 4. I don't know why I said 6. 42 from Johnson, 39 from Victor, and 18 and 13 from Steph. We are one game away from a finals berth and our finals championship. And yeah, the Suns had won. We just dethroned the Suns. They won 5 straight before that, and before that it was 2 Thunders. So still, hopefully, as long as we don't blow it 3-1 here, will be another West championship. But honestly, screw the Suns. I don't even want to be grouped in with them. Screw them. It is a relatively close game, but it was at least 11-point game, 11-point fourth quarter outscoring. So it was tied going to this quarter. Leave me on the team. I need a shot, man. Let me get a shot. Steph Curry ISO on Brunson. I'm going at him. Hold on now. I like the step back. Oh no, I don't. Passing to Victor. Screw it. Threw the ball away. Whatever, Steph. It doesn't matter. We're celebrating. Yeah. Woo. The Golden State Warriors win the 2020 NBA championship. Forget the bubble. This championship's so good we didn't have the virus. Although I think it would be fire if they historically accurately put the bubble in just for that. That'd be so fire. Like I know I did mods with it back on 2K20. That'd be so fire. I think their coach was what's his name? Alvin Gentry. I just saw him. Victor Wembanyama. I actually don't know who's gonna win this Finals MVP. No clue. Maybe it's Stanley Johnson who won the regular season MVP. Maybe it's Steph. Maybe it's Victor. Stanley Johnson. I think what is this? His 5th year in his career or something like that. First year with the Warriors. Huge impact. I wouldn't be mad at it if he won it, but it's gonna be Big Victor who can't fit in the frame, which is hilarious. He's a damn glitch. He's high-fiving Otto Porter, and we have finally won an NBA championship. Steph Curry with 39-11 in this game, 28 and 12 from Stanley Johnson, and 28 9 and 7 from Victor. I actually do want to see who really deserved this Finals MVP real quick. 31 10 and 5 from Victor with a steal and 2 blocks. Yeah. I mean, Curry averaged 31-11. Stanley averaged 31-11 as well, or 30 and 11. But you already know the impact Victor brings defensively, especially against their best player being a big man. So yeah, that's Big Victor's award, man. And in the playoffs as a whole, Steph Curry averaged 33 a game, Victor with 26 and 12, Stanley Johnson with 24. Who would have thought that you put Victor on the team and the dynasty for Steph Curry actually currently is worse, as he has won his first ring 5 years delayed because the Suns were the greatest team ever. I don't even know if you could bring in like the true modern Steph look on this old Steph model, but I can make him, I guess that looks more like 2016. Whatever. Doesn't look like it's 09 anymore. Shout out to Mac Miller. I thought LeBron retired for a second. I looked up and saw a fat body headband with a dude in the Cavaliers retiring. I didn't look at his face, and I just saw it in peripheral vision. I thought LeBron retired. Chris Bosh retires. The Heat, we haven't seen them do a damn thing. I was so focused on the Suns since they won 1 ring with D Wade. They're gonna add the play-in game this year, so I guess now we got to deal with that. Hopefully we don't have to actually be in it at any point. Is this Knicks pick protected? Yeah, Denver's gonna get the first pick, so the Knicks will have their pick next year. NBA draft might as well. 2020. Anthony Edwards, where will he be going? Number 1. Denver Nuggets, no trade, no nothing. James Wiseman to the Blazers. Denny Avdia back to the Wizards. Raptors get Isaac Okoro. Jalen Smith to the Lakers. LaMelo Ball to the Nets. I didn't even realize he slid that far. Jaden McDaniels, Obi Toppin. Did we say screw the draft at this point? Whatever. Oh, there goes Maxey. We drafted Sam Merrill. I'm not mad at it. And Abe Coleman. Free agency. Thankfully, we, in a good way, we actually don't have a lot of cap space. We have the MLE this year. We'll see if they do anything with it. But I forgot Joakim Noah was even on this team. He's got 2 rings now, playing as our backup center. Covington, it looks like they're going to renounce his right. Obviously, whatever we were doing worked. It worked. So hopefully they don't change it up too much. Pau Gasol, 15 points, 5 rebounds last year. It looks like at least they might be signing him to a 1-year deal. Yeah, we haven't signed many players, but we did get Pau. who's also 40 years old. Marshawn Brooks, my guy. Pau Gasol goes down 2 overalls, but he's still not a bad backup center. Come on now. He's still efficient. 15 points a game last year. His old man stages. I think that was his first year without Kobe. Shout out to Randy Foye. He's still a decent little 82 overall. He hasn't gotten worse yet. Steph Curry still kicking. Stanley Johnson's getting a little bit better as he gets inches closer to his prime, which is insane. He's not even there yet. We signed this dude named Sean Bowen. Obviously not a real person. Don't know who the hell this is, but he kind of stinks, but he's an 80 overall, so whatever. I guess they want him. Garrison Matthews getting a little bit better. We still got Jared Vanderbilt. He gets a little bit better, so that's not bad. Otto Porter's still out here. Fred VanVleet. So we still got most of the core of this team. This dude Bowen might mess things up unless he averages 6 rebounds. We're looking like a Gerald Wallace variant. Nope, he doesn't play defense, at least not perimeter. Oh, he's a power forward. Okay, I guess. Lost our first game, but you know, mostly winning games. That's good stuff. And yeah, I think Steph is, how old is Steph at this point? He's what, 32? Yeah. So we're, you know, on the back half of his career, looking decent with a ring. Finally, team having some semblance of real success, a championship, reigning champions. That's good stuff. You know what I'm gonna do for today? I'm gonna do a song of the something, month, week. My song of the whatever is Siegfried by Frank Ocean. I've listened to this song, I'm looking at it 170 times this month. I took this one really long walk once. Look, Stanley Johnson makes me, he doesn't make me think of that song. He makes me think of like Happy by Pharrell. Look at him. Look at the joy on his face. 29, 6, and 8 a game for back-to-back MVP, Stanley Johnson. Yep, that's right. That's who would have thought? Not me. Definitely not me. Or him. James Wiseman, Rookie of the Year. Dennis Schroeder, 6th Man of the Year. They on the same team. Joel Embiid, DPOY with the Bulls. Got a couple Hall of Fame badges. He's over there now for 3 years. He got out of the Nets real quick. Jared Allen, MIP. Frank Vogel, Coach of the Year. Warriors. Okay, we'll take it. Stanley made the first team, but actually Jokic took the first team over Victor this year. It is weird to see Victor in the league earlier than Jokic. Obviously, Jokic is in his 6th year at this point, but either way, Steph Curry. So let me just go to the stats screen real quick. You got Stanley at 29 points. Steph's actually tied with him just about as well at 29 points, 9 assists. Victor with 25, 11, and 3 with 2 blocks. Did he win DPOY? I don't even know. Anyways, Randy Foye with 10 a game. VanVleet with 10 a game. Playing game. Over with. We're playing the Pelicans first round. AD, D'Lo, Julius Randle at center, and Danilo, and Marshawn Brooks. 2 guys that I don't think we actually signed Marshawn. We pump faked it. And we're up 3-0 and 3-1 and 4-1. I'll take it. Screw it. The leading big 3 against another big 3. Andre Roberson is an 88 overall. I need to see some. I just want to see if he's an 88 overall with no 3. Okay, it says he was 2 for 6 from 3 in this game. He's gonna have like, oh, he's still relatively accurate. He's got a 74 3-point shot. I think that's peak Andre Roberson right there, but potentially, you know what I mean? But yeah, 95 perimeter defense. His steal and block is actually kind of low for what you would think, like with, but his help, yeah, he's just, let me see his badges real quick. Challenger, Hall of Fame. This is just like Ron Artest, you know what I mean? Like something like that. He could score more, but out to that one, I think it was just 120+ point Ron Artest season. Pretty sure it was 1. It could have been more. Shout out to that. He did a commercial with Mr. Chalamet. Saw that. Anyways, we're gonna go up 3-1, 3-2, 3-3. Clippers maybe force us to blow a 3-1 lead, which they were usually the team doing in the second round. This would be a bit of a buzzkill, but it's not gonna be. 14-point win in game 7. Stanley Johnson 30 and 11. Blake with 38 in the loss. Conference finals against the Minnesota Timberwolves. DeJounte Murray, Chris Middleton, Kawhi, Kevin Love, and Boogie. I think this is the first time we've ever played this team, because I would remember it. And also, yeah, they swept the Suns this year, so the Suns are officially down and out, man. It's looking like it might be over. And maybe for us too, because we lose game 1 of them, you know, got to keep it unbiased. Is this the team that traded their pick for Bargnani? He's still at 87 overall. Oh no, it's been a few more teams since then, but yeah. Second game is a much more dominant win, a 15-point win, 31 from Victor, 28 from Curry and Stanley. Shout out to Flat Stanley. However, there was this project that made me do in, like, I think we had to make like our own Flat Stanleys when I was in, like, I don't know, no, probably younger, 2nd, 1st grade, I don't know. And then we had to send them to somebody, like in like the mail, because, you know, Flat Stanley, he was a flat bastard, so he, you know, you could just put him in the envelope. That was the whole point of, like, I think they used to just ship him around. It was kind of abuse. They should investigate them. 47 from Steph Curry, 20 from Victor, 17 from Stanley Johnson. It's not going to sound right after that ramble I just went on. 152, 129. Curry with 33, Johnson with 30 and 10, and Victor with 28. It's 2-2 going back to Golden State, and they are just absolutely bludgeoning us in this late 4th quarter. We couldn't keep up. It's now, let me just check that box score, 31 from Curry. Victor was 7 for 18. Not the best game from him. He is going against elite All-NBA defender Leonard Boogie, right? Am I right, guys? And that is going to be the series. Of course, you know, we just don't have the wherewithal of the legendary dynasty, the Phoenix Suns. And instead, we're going to lose after one ring. This dude Bowen even had a good game. That's how, oh God, we're just playing whoever, man. We are going to lose in the conference finals to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Boogie, DeJounte, Kevin Love, Chris Milton, Kawhi Leonard, Bargnani, Brandon Jennings, Michael Beasley, Malik Beasley, Lonzo Ball. Yep. Dwight Howard, old Dwight Howard. Damn. Yeah, they really had the depth and everything. And they're going to win the finals. DeMarcus Cousins finals MVP. So our year was cut short. They beat Giannis in the, oh, I forgot. Yeah, Giannis was with AD. Damn, if only AD stood around a little bit longer. But for the playoff stats, Curry 29, Johnson 26, Victor 25, Van Vliet with 11, and that's about it for yeah, efficiency's sake. Pau Gasol will retire. He averaged 6 a game off the bench this year for us. I guess salute. I don't know. We did lose with you though, so I kind of don't care. Oh no, actually I saw someone else. You know who else retired? Hold on, are they like glitching it right now? Wait, let me find him. Ekpe Udoh, man, respect. You know, he was over here for 10 years. I gotta show some love to him, even though he spent 1 year in, you know, the greatest city in the world, man. My bad. Dwight Howard and Pau Gasol make the Hall of Fame. Dwight got a ring in his last year. That's kind of cool. Draft lottery. Wow, the Jazz get the top 2 picks, one of them from Brooklyn. And I knew that Knicks Denver pick was going to come back around. I didn't, that dude with the subtle draft classes with like, you know, low overalls and stuff. Whoa, the first overall. Oh, what? The Jazz have traded, or no, the Rockets have traded Nikola Jokic. Yeah, that's where he got drafted. And Elfrid Payton to the Jazz for Gordon Hayward in the first overall pick in the draft. Wow, I have never seen Nikola Jokic. I don't care what overall he is. I have not seen. And Evan Mobley will go to the Rockets, their new centerpiece big man, alongside, I guess, also a new timeline. You know what? Sometimes teams do that. You know, you gotta, but maybe not Jokic. Jokic isn't really the guy you trade. You know, he's like a franchise in himself. But yeah, wow, okay. Gordon Hayward will be going along with him. Cade Cunningham goes second to the Jazz. What I was gonna say is I couldn't download that dude. Stop making draft classes after 2020, I guess. So the like little subtle ones as Toronto goes back to the Raptors, you know, that this is more like the normal draft order as Jalen Suggs goes 4. Although Jalen Green hasn't got picked yet. Davion Mitchell, Jalen Green goes to the Lakers, Franz Wagner to the Blazers, Şengün, Josh Giddey, Kuminga. All right, yeah, let me go to what pick we got. 30th, Brandon Boss, welcome to the squad. And ABC, that's what's up. There was about, what is this, 55 players. Mac McClung was the last real pick. I don't like they're letting Otto Porter go. That makes me kind of sad. He had some good moments. Otto Porter, he had to retire so early in real life. He had so many damn injuries. Isaiah Kane is a 92. Kind of fire though. I really hope both of these stick. It says we're about to sign CJ McCollum. I don't know why I'm trying to say McConnell. And KCP. And we definitely got CJ. I don't know if we got KCP, but I don't really care about KCP in that case scenario. Scala Bissier, welcome to the team. Jarek, let me just go to the player progression. Victor and Steph. Well, Steph has 1 year left. Victor has 2. You got Stanley Johnson, who also just has 1 year left with a player option. CJ McCollum, 29 years old. He has signed the team on a 4-year deal, $18 million. He previously was in Memphis, and before that, obviously, we had some battles with him in Phoenix. So he will, as Randy Foy's getting up there, he is the, I mean, hey, you can't, Randy Foy had a 40 perimeter defense. You're not going to get worse defensively than that. CJ's got a 66. But offensively, he's not only better than Randy's ever been, but also my guy is getting, he's 31. He's going to hit his little regression period soon. So anyways, then you got, we got Chuma Okeke. I remember Chuma being part of my first ever like series that I did in 2019. One of my first ever series I did was I was doing like a big trade to get, I think, him and maybe Terrence Ross from the Magic. I think so. And I was trading somebody week 2. I was probably, you know, finessing it in some way. DeLon Wright, actually. We had Darrell Wright, and now we got DeLon Wright. Shout out to DeLon Wright. He was the 2015 draft, and I think Darrell was 2004. Sorry. I was kind of right about the age gap. You know who's been getting screwed over? I'm pretty sure the Warriors, they signed DeAnthony Melton last year, and then he tore his ACL. They traded him. Now he signed back. I don't know what his status is right now, but yeah. 2022 NBA draft plus Bo Cruz. That's so cute, man. Someone's really out here still. It's been like 4 years since that movie. Someone's out here still with a fixation on Bo Cruz. Honestly, I'm about to just use, I couldn't find one that I seemed like I trusted, so I'm just gonna use the default 2K draft that, oh God, no, never mind. I need to get one. Hold on. Cedric Teague. Who the hell is that? Yeah, whatever, this works. And shout out to Paulo. You know, it's been I will say, and as someone, I really like Paulo's like potential play style, like like what I don't really know how to explain it, but when I have watched this season, he has been a pretty rough watch. Okay, well, actually, I think I have a good basis on this because not only have both of them got injured against the Knicks, but the Knicks have played the Magic like 5 times now already in this season. Not that it really matters since they're on the same team anyways, but that man Franz is the better player undebatably, currently at least. Like, it's not even a question. But also, like, something about Paolo when he's like attacking, he's very bulky, so sometimes he can't like turn a corner and it just turns into like a weird fadeaway jump shot that he isn't really good at. And in terms of like all the, you know, analytics and stuff, everyone's been kind of out on him, but just from watching, I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of, yeah. But I don't think by any means is like, you know, he's like cooked or something. It's just, you know, he's in a bad slump and he needs to reroute his game a little bit, honestly. I don't even know if his season stats are that bad. I'm just talking based upon what I've seen. Yeah, in 16 games this year, he's shooting 27 from 3 and 45 from the field with 21 points just about. And this is the thing that really stuck out to me. Like the last game when they played the Knicks on the cup game, like he had a good game. He had 25 on 10 for 22, but he didn't feel like he had a good game. And that's because he shot 0 for 7 from 3. Blake Griffin, most valuable. What the hell? You should be on Amazon by this point. 2022 Blake Griffin? Respect, no injuries, I guess. Well, wow, okay. 30, 10, and 5 a game. I did not expect this to happen. I didn't realize he was averaging this good of numbers. I need to check. Precious Achiuwa, rookie of the year. This is a good time to, hold on. I'll share my story in a moment. Jokic, 6-man. What? I don't even want to know. Victor DPOI, Caleb Swanigan, rest in peace. Most improved players, also on the Blazers again. And coach of the year, Phoenix Suns, Bill Cartwright. They're back to number 1. Victor, All-NBA first team, Stanley Johnson, second team, and Curry did not make one this year. What I was going to say is, because of his name, my sister's favorite player is Precious Achiuwa, literally, from when he got traded to the Knicks a few years ago. So, funnily enough, I think he's been actually kind of decent this season on the Kings, at least his stats have been. But I knew he wasn't coming back, so the whole offseason I got to joke with her about like, oh, you better get ready to get a Utah Jazz jersey or something. Somehow we're playing the team we lost to in the finals. Wait, what? We're the 6th seed playing the 3rd seed. My bad, the conference finals to be exact. But we had 48 wins. The Clippers were the 2nd seed with MVP Blake. Shout out to them, I guess. They signed Evan Fournier and got better. That was their missing piece. Even in the game, they struggled to have a small forward. In real life too. The Suns, oh, we lost Fred VanVleet went to the Suns and played great. Wow. And yeah, I mean, they still got Melo off the bench. I don't know why Byron Mullins is their starting center, but even with all this, they got Josh Hart, Derek White. They really got the Landry Shamet and ABC. They have the best like thug it out players ever. My goodness. And a weak center that it doesn't even matter. 61 wins. They just put it together, I guess. It really does. They have a system or something. Whereas we dropped to 48 wins this year, a big drop from being the 1st seed or whatever. Oh, that's funny. I just went to go see the best team in the Eastern Conference. It's the Knicks, and they have Emmanuel Quickly with Mikal Bridges and Jaylen Brown. And anyways, let's continue with this playoff real quick. Did I show the stat? Oh, Steph. Yeah, I see why he didn't make All-NBA. He only averaged 23 points this year, 8 assists. He played about 4 less minutes, but he's played around these minutes before and still averaged almost 30. So, oh, that is true. Now they have CJ, and CJ averaged 16 points, a little bit down from him, but obviously he's on the Warriors now. So, you know, they also have George Hill now, who didn't start on this team. They must have traded for him. That's interesting. I gotta check who was traded. George Hill for Kevon Looney. Wait, what? When did we get Kevon Looney? The Warriors had Kevon Looney again, and I didn't notice. And we traded him. He just signed here this offseason. That's crazy, and I didn't even notice. And then we didn't play him, and then traded him for hey, good trade. Screw it. We got George Hill. I don't know. Dragan Bender. That's our real power forward of the future. Anyways, we also got Mitchich and Skal. It's not a bad team. You know what? I'm calling it. We're making a deep run right now. We win game 1, 5-point win. Good stuff. Decent games around. We lose the next one by about 30. It's crazy stat lines as usual from everybody. Next one we lose again by 10 points was my prediction. Really bad. Let's see. Down 3-1. We lose by 10 and they dropped 150. We dropped 140. Our stat lines are insane. We just couldn't guard a damn soul out there. Boogie, Kawhi, Malik Beasley had 22 in 16 minutes. Bargnani with 20. Middleton, Thad Young back in Minnesota. And they are going to win in 5. So my prediction was absolutely all the way off side of the backboard. Boogie, Cousins, and Jaylen Brown are the conference MVPs. They added that in. Jaylen Brown of the Knicks, Boogie Cousins of obviously the Timberwolves, and they win in 4. Finals MVP, DeMarcus Cousins again. So in the midst of, you know, one great year, have we caught ourselves stuck between 2 dynasties and lost to the same team 2 times in a row? But if they win 5 rings right now, this will be absolutely cursed, like truly cursed, because then we just have one little ring in between 10 championships. And we got multi-time MVPs. Lowercase Josh Harrelson retired. Nuggets get the first pick. Whatever trade they did with the Knicks, they lost it because they lost their pick last year, and they're going to take Jabari Smith Smith #1. Pistons get Chet #2, and Paolo goes 3rd to the Jazz. And you got Ivy. Lakers trade their pick for Pascal Siakam, who's only an 83. Keegan Murray. We have the 20th pick. We'll pick Carlo Matkovic. What year is this? 2021? I didn't know he's that old. Ryan Rollins. Okay, I'm not mad at that. Pretty sure he had one crazy game against the Warriors. I'm saying I'm not like mad at that. Like A, his potential is going to be correct, and B, like they're going to keep him for more than a year anyways. For the record, the Warriors really do not have bread right now. They got like $7 million in cap space, and gonna have to sign a bunch of random minimum contract players because once again you're losing a couple of years. Or maybe they just won't sign anybody out of Cody Zeller. Yes, it's Costa Kufis. Something, I don't know. Did Robert Covington actually just come back? Nope, they didn't even keep him. Well, Chumo KK is an 82 overall. That's what's up, man. And Stanley Johnson went down 1. CJ McCollum did. George Hill did. Your Golden State Warriors, I don't know. At this point, it's like less roster construction and more like, please pray to the basketball gods, you know? Oh yeah, I forgot. You know, it's funny because this actually just made me aware of this. For some reason, this dude named his draft 2023 draft with Wemby. You know, I honestly wouldn't have processed the fact that it is the 2023 draft, but that made me. So yeah, we kind of need to get this big bass out. You know what? I got an idea. why is there handsome? It's Hansen Young. You know what? I like that. I like that Tayshaun Prince is even on here. Who is that? Let me make sure his potential isn't too crazy. I mean, screw it. Yeah, we're gonna replace Victor with Tayshaun Prince. Who is this though? Hold on, look at him. That ain't Tayshaun Prince. That's funny though. Yeah, screw it. I don't know. We just had to get Victor out of here. That was a really sad year. Now we're playing very good right now, but 17-2 or whatever. But last year was really bad considering that you pick up McCollum, you should get better and you get worse. But right now we're first in the conference, so it's a promising look currently. Terry Rozier, one-time All-Star. Shout out to that. Zion, one-time All-Star. LeBron, 19-time All-Star. Victor's the captain. Curry's on here, and so is Stanley Johnson. Curry's averaging just 21 a game now. I think the addition of CJ McCollum in the backcourt with him has taken away a lot of his shots. Yeah, because Victor's shooting a lot more than him. So is Stanley Johnson, just a little bit at least. We have seen some pretty crazy trades I wanted to see. Heat trade. Oh, OG Anunoby gets traded to the Knicks for Dario Saric. I love it. Same year too. It's kind of weird. It's really weird. Or maybe it's a year early. TJ Warren for Harrison Barnes and Corey Kispert for Spencer Dinwiddie. Not a lot of trade as the deadline already passed. Victor Wembanyama wins another most valuable player. 30 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. 56 from the field, 91 from the free throw. Hey, he got a 50-40-90 season at 7'4". Oh, they have him at 7'4". Should be a little bit taller. I think he's 7'5" now. I'm gonna change that, but it really doesn't matter. Who cares? He's still tall. Surprised I just noticed that now, but who really, you know, it's Victor. He's tall. I actually don't know if they even changed that in actual 2K. Why am I yawning so much? That's his second MVP. Brad Morrison, rookie. Okay, I actually have no clue who this is. He was undrafted probably years ago. He's 24. Nikola Jokic, what overall? 74. Oh, he's just out here. Just making sure you don't get fined. Nikola Jokic, 6 minutes. I gotta check the Jazz. Remind me to check the Jazz. You can't. The video's already posted. Victor DPOY, Larry Nance, most improved player. Kevin Durant, clutch player of the year. I mean, that's bold considering they haven't won anything in 15 years at this point. Frank Vogel, coach of the year. Chip Copeland, executive of the year. Stanley Johnson. Oh, it's positionless finally. Victor, obviously all NBA first team. Stanley Johnson, 26, 6 and 8, also makes it. Joel Embiid makes it as the second center to make it as well, you know. And Dzananan Musa makes it on the third team, but no Steph Curry anywhere. Crazily enough. Play in, screw the play in. Oh, perfect. We're playing Jokic. We're playing the Jazz, and he is starting. Wait. Hold on. They have Jokic, Jahlil Okafor, and Sabonis. So Jokic is getting benched. He only started 10 games. He's starting right now though, and Jahlil Okafor started 72. Honestly, remember what I said earlier about respect? You know what? Forget. And this is the exact player I was thinking of when he's like, "Oh, I'm best low post." Screw it. Yeah, screw it. This is his team now. Tyrese is on here. He's only an 83 currently. Melo's on the Jazz. That's bad. Especially this jersey. Melo. I know Melo be talking about nasty jerseys. This is the nastiest jersey of all time. A Melo Jazz jersey. Gotta have some decorum. But yeah, he's obviously old and stuff. They took Mitchich. Now we had Mitchich for a year. Now he's the starting point guard for them. And they have 80 overall LiAngelo Ball and Quickly. A lot of these players are moving around a lot. Anyways, game 1. Oh, they have Cade as well. They just realized that. Let's see. We are down 2-1, tied 2-2 to the 8-seeded Jazz, and we're gonna thankfully win in 6 over Jokic and them. Chris Paul got a little bit worse. He's old. DeAndre Jordan's just not there. They got Scalabus here, another former Warrior at this point. We're gonna win game 1, win game 2, win game 3, and maybe hopefully make this easy enough. Okay, we're going back to the conference finals, playing our new rivals, the Minnesota Timberwolves. 3rd straight year facing them with our season on the line. Game 1 is going to be a win for them by 23 points. McCollum with 28 in the loss. Kevin Love is, I don't know why I'm just now processing like in my head that he just never left. All right, game 2, we win by 24 points, held them to 100. That's very, very promising with how this team is. Game 3, we lose by 1. That's demoralizing. Next one, 3-1, Boogie with 28, Murray with 24, Middleton with 24. We had 30 plus from our big 3, and CJ was trash and nobody else did anything. So we are down 3-1, and we'll win the next one. I just simulated it for the hell of it by 3. Stanley Johnson and Victor do enough to get the win. Steph looked like Andre Miller out there. Season on the line. Game 6, could we potentially, last time we won the finals, we also, made them blow a 3-1 lead. So we've always been working from the, the ground up, and it's not going to happen this time. It doesn't look like. We are going to lose by 6, 30 plus from Curry and Victor, and we lose another conference championship, and Giannis wins finals MVP, the first East championship in so long. I almost view the West conference finals as which that makes it even more defeating, is that yeah, I don't know. Anyways, we've lost to these teams that have won the ring so many times, but this is the first time in a while that so Timberwolves dynasty cut short for a moment. And by the way, yeah, so Victor 29 a game, Curry 26, and Johnson 25 in the playoffs. They all played very well. They shot well. Cody Zeller was trash, but who really cares? That one playoffs from Victor, by the way, that was the most insane thing I've ever seen. The 40 points in every single game. But also too, I wanted to change him to 7-5, which is just funny. I think they did update it in 2K26, like in the modern era or whatever. But Curry is now 35 years old. His birthday is in March, so I think he's born on Pi Day. So his birthday already passed for this current season or whatever. But during next season, he'll be 36, and sooner than later, I mean, his age is obviously his age, not Victor's age, is corresponding with how it actually is in real life, because it's just a regular Curry simulation. So Melo retires with the Jazz. Rodrigue Beaubois retires. But yeah, Curry's obviously getting up there, so you might only got about 4 to 5 years left of this at most. Melo makes the Hall of Fame, 7 All-Star appearances, and 5 championships and a Finals MVP. I'm trying to think of who I'd compare this resume to. At first, I was gonna joke and say like this is a very Iguodala-ish resume, but he has way more All-Star appearances than Iggy did. So, and he's got the All-NBA appearances. So yeah, just a funny thing. But yeah, also averaged 24 points per game for his career still, even on that great team. He gets his number retired with the Nuggets and the Suns. NBA Cup games are getting added. The 65, well, it doesn't matter because injuries are off. Coaches Challenge, which is already in, but now it has an additional one. We're basically in the modern era, getting rid of the All-Star captains. That was really a short-lived era, huh? The Nets get the first pick and the Heat get the second from the Mavericks, stealing their name just like they stole the American Airlines Arena name. I actually don't know which team had that first. I remember they both used to have American Airlines like Arena and Center, I think, at the same time. We don't have a coach right now, but are we going to sign they're trying to take Bill Cartwright. Are they about to actually get rid of, who is this? Daniel Frank? Did Frank Vogel retire or something? They had to get a new damn Frank. They had to, oh yeah, he did. Why did I not register this? I think I actually clicked on this. Frank Vogel retired from the NBA, so we're gonna have to be forcibly get a new coach. And yeah, like I said, we get a dude named Frank. He has a half-star on offense, but a 4-star on defense. I don't know how to feel about that. Does he have a tattoo on the side of his face? I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. He has a tattoo under his ear. Hold on. How do I do this? Daniel Frank, edit staff. He has a tattoo. Appearance? Nah, what is that? Okay. Yo, this might be the first time I've genuinely laughed at this game. So, yo, come on, dog. Come on. What am I looking at? Hold on. What am I looking at? Is it just flowers with like little petals and like hearts and stuff? Why under the ear? This is like the SpongeBob when he had the WoW tattoo with the mom upside down or whatever. This is insane. This is your leader. This is your coach. Is this like, okay, I'm not gonna mess. Well, I guess I can, because oh my god, is this a real person? Oh no, that's insane. I hope he sees this and paints over it or something. I don't know. That's wow. I'm sorry. I don't even care about the context. Like if this is like a real thing, if this is like a meaningful, I'm sorry, dog. Put it on your arm or somewhere else. Under the ear, I think the only time I've respected like a nasty head tattoo, I don't really like that type of stuff. I said earlier, I was saying I'm not gonna get a tattoo, so it's even funnier. I think Action Bronson just has like this big like thing on the back of his head. I forget what it is. I also think didn't MKG the white dude, my bad, that's kind of general. Or no, that's Michael Kidd Gilchrist. MG, yeah, whatever. Anyways, you get it. I think he like 2K blacked out his skin Shout out to that, I guess. I don't know. He just like entirely inked, like, but like not inked in a terminology way, like inked, like his entire skin is just inked. Asar Thompson goes #1 to the Nets. That's kind of random. Scoot Henderson, Taylor Hendricks. Okay, what? Oh yeah, right. I forgot. There's no Amen Thompson, no Victor. Tayshaun Prince goes 6 to the Spurs. We'll have the 30th. Wow, we get Jaime Jaquez with the 30th pick. Okay, and we get Colin Castleton with the last pick in the draft. I saw that dude walking around in Vegas a couple years ago. I think he was with Nas Reed. Dragan Bender and George Hill, 2 free agents. Actually, Dragan Bender, I'd say, is a pretty big free agent for us. But hey, it looks like we're about to get Lonzo Ball. So and Dario Saric, is that really the signings? That's not bad actually. Dario Saric, 82 overall, and Lonzo Ball, welcome to the team off the bench. So not bad, actually. I'm not even mad at that. CJ McCollum goes down by 3 overalls. I was just talking all this stuff about, oh, he gonna, still be in his prime. Him and Randy Foye started regressing at the exact same time. My goodness. Oh my God, the modern era. This thing is so loud. I don't think I had my headphones on the last time I did this. Marquise Chris? I guess he's signed here too. He's gonna be our starting power forward to start the season. I was about to do something within this game. I can't remember. Oh, right. Never mind. I forgot. Like, look at this. I clicked to just put in the draft class. Why is the #1 player in last year's draft class Jason Kidd Jr.? 2024 NBA draft plus Felipe. Who the hell is Felipe? Who was that? Honestly, I can't even find a trustworthy looking one. We're leaving Jason Kidd Jr. in here. I don't even care. They're both old anyways. You know what? This is the year. We're going for the gold. We lost the first 2 games this season. Anthony Davis wins the 2024 NBA MVP. 33 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. Amen Thompson, Rookie of the Year. I was really just surprised that it said that his brother got drafted over him, honestly. Jokic, 6-man. Joel, DPOI. Jabari Smith, Most Improved. KD, Clutch Player of the Year. And Daniel Frank, my guy, 64 wins. Coach of the Year. We actually were the best team. That's crazy. Good stuff, Daniel. Victor makes the first team. Steph Curry makes the second team. And Stanley Johnson just barely makes the third team. Did we shift the power balance back to Steph Curry, or Stanley still averaged 26 points with 5 rebounds? Oh no, it was just even. I mean, yeah, they were just all good. So that's good. I mean, not mad at that. Victor went to 3rd in scoring. Well, he's tied with Steph, so that doesn't really matter. Mike Conley. We traded from Mike Conley. We traded Svi Makalu and Colin Castleton. And we have DeAndre Jordan. DeAndre Jordan. Oh wow, I really didn't notice him because he only averages 6 points, so he wasn't really on that scoring leaderboard. But hold on. Traded Carlo Matkovic and our own 1st-round pick in 2 years. Damn. I know DeAndre's old, but he's still at 85 overall, 35 years old. That's crazy. Or low-key, not that bad. Pretty good. 64 wins. All right, let's see. Damian Lillard still on the Kings. Got a Steph against Clay and Dame against CJ. Round 1, we're gonna win in 4. Round 2, playing the Jazz. Jahlil Okafor and Nikola Jokic off the bench. We are going to go up 2-0, go up 3-0. Oh boy. Let me check the playoff stats. And we are playing an old rival. 29 from Curry so far in the playoffs. He's leading the way. And Stanley Johnson 61% from the field with 23.5 points, 9 assists. Don't know where he got this assist gene from, but whatever. Playing against Phoenix. Like I said, our guys from back. Oh, AD actually went there on his 2nd go around after they didn't commit the money. He's averaging almost 40 a game this playoff. He's been there for 2 years now. I didn't even realize that. But after I remember when, a few years back, we saw him damn near go over there, and then he didn't because they committed the money to Justice instead. Now with Melo off the team and a decent little bench, they have AD at the 5 with Jonathan Isaac, Justice Winslow, also known as Justin, Jimmy Butler, and George Hill. That's kind of wild. But do we still got their, oh my goodness, no we don't. They just came back on us crazy in the second half. AD with 35 and 18. Screw it, simulate through game. We win the next one by 28 points. Steph Curry with 35. Next game, we win the next game. AD had 45. We went to OT and we still won. Next game, they tie it up. 1-point win. There's been a crazy series so far. This is probably our next best road to the finals, or chance at a finals, run in a long time. It's damn near every year. We are just sellouts. I don't know how else to really put it, man. They do this every single year. Like, we're like the Raptors. I guess I was about to say with 1 ring, but yeah, they did get 1 ring. I don't know. Like, we just lost again. Jimmy Butler, 42 points. Suns finals against the Magic. They win. Back to normal. Good God. This team, man. This damn coach learned a lot from Frank Vogel. I don't know. I feel like get that yam off your face. Get that tulips falling off his earlobe. LeBron James is retired with the Heat. He's weak as hell. He didn't do anything this entire. He won 1 ring. No more MVPs after 2011. I don't think he has in real life either. But all right, he won like 2 more. But yeah, he's out of here, which is kind of funny. I think we've really hurt ourselves by never having like a good drafted player. Like, this entire time, they haven't drafted like 1 player that actually. Jason Kidd Jr. #1 to the Heat. We have the 30th pick, Bub Carrington. Just like we keep Cam Spencer. Is that the one that they have, or do they have the other other Spencer? I don't know. Pat, I think they have Pat Spencer. Yeah, I don't, whatever. Screw this week draft. You got Steph, Victor, Stanley John. I already sent past free agency. This is the team now. They're so old. Mike Conley and CJ McCollum cooked. Marquise Chris is getting older, I guess. I don't even know anymore. DeAndre Jordan down by 2. Ime got better 3 overalls. Doesn't really help when you started at 71 though. So now we sit with this team. Like, how am I looking at the 2025 draft with auto-generated player? Oh, wow. I went to go look at the trades. First of all, Evan Fournier must be washed if he got traded for first round pick. Derrick Rose traded from the Bulls for Amir Johnson. Wait, Derrick Rose and Jared Vanderbilt for Amir Johnson and Tim Hardaway Jr. Yeah, they're definitely both washed. Wait, hold on. Derrick Rose at 85 now. He's still averaging 24. He might be the all-time leading scorer based on, no, he has to. I'm not even, he has to be. He probably has to be. He's fourth. I don't know if he'll get to number 1, but that he had some insane, he's about to eclipse 40,000 points this year. Steph wins MVP again at age 37 with 29-11 a game this year. That is his second or third MVP. His second MVP. It's been 8 years since the last one. Scoot, rookie of the year. Killian Hayes, 6-man. AD, DPOY. You know, I'm happy enough that we could even get MVPs. Daniel Frank, coach of the year. Steph is on the first team. Victor's just barely makes it to the second team. Well, like, you know, he almost made the first one. 23 and 11 a game from him. And Stanley Johnson leads the third team with 24 and 9 a game. Golden State playing against Denver round 1. They got Anthony Edwards, Darius Garland, Mo Bamba, Jabari Smith, and Cam Whitmore. A very new age team, my goodness. And they are up 2-1, now 2-2. Now we're up 3-2. Now it's 4-2. Phoenix, second round. They beat us last year. They have old John Wall, AD, Jimmy Butler. This is about to go bad, isn't it? Let's see. 2-0. 3-0, 4-0. I'll take. And OKC, Harden and Russ are both under 90. They have Denny Avdia and Bam Adebayo joining with KD, who's still at 94. Curry's averaging 37 a game in the playoffs. This is an elite playoff run. I don't think he's averaged this many points per game in a playoff run. 40, he's dropped 47, 40. He dropped 49, 40 again, 38. This is a very, very elite playoff run. And all right, let's see. Game 1, it is a 14-point win. MVP with 28 and 13. Steph just said, I'm tired of this losing stuff. And 42 and 21 from him in this game. I don't even know where this is coming from at this point. I really don't. Steph Curry, 37, 9 and 5. Stanley Johnson with 35, 7 and 8. Victor with 17 on 17 shots. And we are going to sweep the Thunder and go to the finals. Steph Curry with 35, 5 and 16 a game in the conference championship. And he's shooting 50-50, 100 in that series. Andrew Wiggins wins conference MVP for the East for the Toronto Raptors. Wait, what? Why am I looking at Wiggins at center? Wiggins, Scotty Barnes, Brandon Miller, Isaac Okoro, and Marcus Sasser. Are we serious right now? Hold on. Andrew Wiggins, no way. Oh my God. I'm thinking like maybe like someone, the rosters made him, you know, play power forward center for some reason. No, he's a small forward, power forward. So is Scotty Barnes. They're just playing this ultra small lineup because they don't have a big man. Their best big men are like 70 overall at best. So they're Brandon Carlson. That dude's on the Thunder in real life. But it seems like their rotation, does this dude play? No. So their rotation ends at Herb Jones. So they play a 4-man bench with Herb Jones, KCP, Kevin Knox, and Cam Reddish. Their starting 5 is Andrew Wiggins, Scotty Barnes, Brandon Miller, Isaac Okoro, and Marcus Sasser. They also don't have any other point guard except for Marcus Sasser. They're just wings. This entire team is wings. This is insane. And yet it worked. They're in the finals as a 7 seed. They went to 2 game 7s and got here. And then they beat the first seeded Magic at 5. Held Cat to 4 for 15 shooting with no center. The Pistons have Chet Holmgren at center. And Sengun. They beat them. And Gobert I just saw in there. And the Sixers got, now I'm not even gonna lie to you, this is a really funny road to the finals because they have definitely played one of the weakest coalitions of centers. All the centers I just named out are definitely among the list of admittedly the weakest centers. Miles Turner, Rudy Gobert, Chet Holmgren, and Sengun, you know, like offense. Well, like at least Chet and Rudy offensively, and Sengun's also still a 79. And then Cat. And I love Cat, but you know, you put a good wing on Cat and it's over. And Jaren Jackson, oh yeah. Oh my goodness. See, they literally played every big that cosplays as a wing. And now, even though Victor likes his threes, they're playing a real big. They're playing Victor against Andrew Wiggins. I really want to see the gameplay here. If we lose this series, I'll end the video. I'll end the video right now. I'm fine with that. I'll end the video right now. Because it's been fun, but this has kind of just been torture. You know, like we've won 1 ring in like 15 years with 2 of the potentially greatest players of all time. And I guess guess you could say that for a few teams in the simulation, but nonetheless, Isaac Okoro at the line. He makes the first. They're going to go up by 2 points. There's no need. I'm not changing lineups or anything. Just go out there and hoop, man. Golly. CJ with the ball wearing that number 1 on his back. He's going to run. So yeah, they got Wiggins out there guarding Victor. They're going to send Victor to the corner anyways. CJ with mad room pulls the 3. That's off. Holy hell. Why is CJ taking the shot? Brandon Miller to the rim, down to Scotty Barnes for the dunk. They're up by 4 points with game 1 going down the line. Potentially, this could be it. CJ with the rock, 33 seconds to go. Is he wearing a... Wait. Why he's wearing 11? Why is it so close? What is this jersey? Is this their jerseys? Is this what their jerseys look like? What is this? That's an 11, right? Is that even I'm sorry. It looks like he got the damn Twin Towers on his back. What is this? That's not a damn 11. Is he? Unless he's wearing 1 and I'm just... No, he's wearing 11. What is that? What are these? That's horrendous. And yeah, I'm not going... Anyways, he's absolutely... Wow. Marquise Chris finds a way to get open. They're up by 2. Pass in. They're going to foul Sasser. Warriors have no timeouts left, so they can't waste any of our time if they don't got it in them. But let's see. Sasser, free throw. That is good. And the second one, Sasser, is also good. If there's any chance, it's right here, right now. See, why is CJ have the ball in his hands? I don't understand. Victor takes it. Victor over to Marquise Chris for 3. That's off. And the Warriors lose. Game 1 to the centerless team. And you lose on your home floor too. What an embarrassment. Game 2. It is close again. I'm going to jump in. Honestly, I'm going to keep doing this. You should probably give the ball to the 7'5" guy with Andrew Wiggins on him. They give it to Steph. Why does CJ have the ball right? What am I watching? Why is he running the pick and roll with Marquise Chris? He pulls another fadeaway 3. We're going to lose based on... Give it to him. Yes, please. Victor, thank you. My goodness. Who's that? Who's this guarding the ball right here? I can't even tell who that is. Anyways, back out to Miller. Pass down. Wow. This is why he does things. Oh, it's Chuma. Victor, they try to make an entry pass down. He look at how he reaches out. Look at how he reaches out for the ball. Are we serious? No, this is insane. Look at him. Oh, I took a screenshot. Look at him. Just puts his arms out. I actually think he did that in the cup game, crazily enough. Anyways, it's like, why does CJ have the ball? Why does he have the ball? I don't even care who... Oh my goodness. Curry, one more. Victor, they can't be a contest. I'm about to say, just shoot the ball. And we probably won this game off. You know what? I don't even want to ask her. We'll watch one defensive play. Wiggins down. Oh, he misses, and that's... Go get a bucket for us, Chuma. Go get a bucket for us, Chuma. No, give it to Victor. You actually give it back to Chuma. He gets fouled. We win this game. Cool. Victor with 31, Stanley with 31. Does that say DeAndre Jordan? Hey, that's what happens when you play a team with no centers. 21 points from DeAndre Jordan. His season high was 14. His career high is 23. That is insane. Obviously, that's not accurate, right? I mean, obviously, because it's a free simulation. This has been his entire career. 23 career high is insane. Next game is an easy win by 20-something points. Next game in Toronto is another good win by 4 points. We'll take it, 37 from Curry. And we're up 3-1 against the Raptors. I just realized these teams definitely did play in the finals in real life. And finally, it's been a while. I said I would end the video if they lost this series on basis of talent and size. It doesn't make any sense. 17 seconds to go. Warriors up 144-17. Or I say 17. Sorry, I'm out of it. 123 from the Raptors. Whatever. So be it. And they'll dribble the ball out. Golden State, your 2025 NBA champions with Victor and Steph Curry. In the year that Victor literally would have been a rookie in the NBA already. What's like the wildest team? I know Victor on the Spurs is already great and they've already built their team really great around him, but what's the wildest team he could have went to? Like wildest? Probably like, because I'm thinking about like a crazy draft pick trade, like how the Thunder are about to have, right? Yeah, imagine the Thunder had that, like a pick that year, like that high. Good God. Obviously that'd be the wildest, but like even like the Nuggets, or can I selfishly say the Knicks? I don't know. It's somebody like that, you know? Golden State. I don't know why that's... Oh, Steph Curry's going to the finals MVP this time. Just like in real life, he wins it, you know, one of the next go-arounds. Steph had 33, 10 and 10. Stanley had 30 and 14, and Victor had 26 in this last game. Marcus Sasser, 5 for 17, almost leading their team in shot attempts. Cam Reddish with 21. It is like a what-if man's dream. Steph Curry, finals MVP, 28, 6 and 11 a game. Yeah, I mean, he led the team in finals in scoring and obviously assists as well. And he was insane in this playoff run too. 34 game in the whole playoff run. I feel slightly more accomplished with this team now. Paul George, number 24, retired for the Pacers. Oh, because he never left. Okay, I was about to say that's crazy though, because then he would have retired. He's only 35. I would never fire Daniel Frank. Could never imagine not having this man as our coach. Who's the Suns coach? Actually, I think I probably seen it. Yeah, Bill Carr. Hey, whatever he's doing it right. The Heat get Cooper Flag. Nets get VJ Edgecombe, Ace Bailey to the Rockets, Kamal Maluak. What do we got? Kobe Brea and Andy Whitehead. Like, he's not even real. This draft just happened. We're letting go of Marquise, Chris, and Jaime. They always just go through the roulette and sign a bunch of other people. Thankfully, though, they've just continually re-signed Stanley, Curry, and Victor, and they've been now Stanley Johnson now is his career. I shot to 59 points, which is the highest of any of our three players. He's now in his 7th year here, or well, this will be his 8th year here. Wait, no, I'm doing the math wrong. No, it'll be his 7th year, and his 11th year pro. He's 29. Curry's 37. He's down 1 overall, and we have signed Draymond Green, who was on the Spurs for his whole career. I honestly forgot about him, but he went 5th overall. All right, he was on the Raptors for the first 3 years. Draymond Green, welcome to the Warriors. You know, I will say it doesn't really feel right with you. You know, it's crazy. Some felt wrong this whole time, but honestly, I forgot. I actually forgot about him. I'm not even joking. I didn't even really think about him once this entire video. Jakob Poeltl, TJ Warren, Johnny Davis, Garrison Matthews, so on and so forth. Oh, is CJ still here? No, maybe he retired. I don't even care, honestly. Johnny Davis, at least as of right now, has never played a game, but it looks like he's gonna be our starting shooting guard. I would like more of Lonzo. Oh wow, Lonzo doesn't have a shooting guard in his player card. You know, I'm gonna make a little adjustment. I'm not even gonna start him, obviously, but I want Lonzo to be able to play the 2 as well, just in case. Let's see if they change it. They don't. So Johnny Davis gonna stay there for now. And I mean, so far we're winning. So Draymond's at the 4, right? Yeah, that's your starting 4 now. Start off the season 20-2. This might be, well, I've had pretty good seasons, but this is up there currently. 50-10. And guess it's because a certain man decided to join the team. Anthony Davis, MVP again. Coop, Rookie of the Year. Scoot, 6th Man of the Year. AD, DPOY. Jason Kidd Jr., Most Improved Player. And KD wins whatever the hell. Daniel Frank, Coach of the Year. Our coach, our guy. The Zananan Musa, All-NBA First Team. Our only All-NBA finish. Okay, Stanley Johnson made All-NBA 3rd team with 26 a game. Curry made it as well with 25 and 9. Victor, for the first time in damn near his whole career almost, did not make it. He made defensive 2nd team, averaging 24, 11, and 4, but he did not make an All-NBA team. That is wild. All right, well, we're going to play the Kings, the now very much so older Kings. Dame and Clay are both falling off at this point. And here's our season stats, by the way. Johnny Davis, 14 a game. Shout out to that. He actually had he had a really good season in his first ever time playing after being on the benches of teams for 3 years, I guess. He was the 17th pick. Lonzo Ball did start 10 games at the shooting guard. He was pretty decent in general. Draymond Green, 82 games, 41 from the field, 37 from 3, give you 6 assists a game. We have a lot of passers. A lot of passers. A lot. I'm realizing right now too. Stanley, 7 assists, Curry, 9, Victor, 4, Johnny Davis, 4, Lonzo, 6 assists, Draymond, 6 assists. Come on. We have Christian Brown on the bench too. I don't even know how the hell he got here. All right, well, playing the Kings. We're gonna hopefully get him out of here. We win in 4. Next round, playing the Suns. How are they doing now? Still got AD, Austin Rivers, Jimmy Butler was at 86. We win game 1, win game 2, lose game 3, lose game 4, win game 5, lose game 6. We're going to 7 with the old Phoenix Suns. I mean, they still have prime Anthony Davis, but yeah, game 7. No, don't tell me they're about to tie this. I really don't want to have to jump into this. It's just, dog, come on, man. At this point, come on, man. 46 from Steph. We win. Going to the conference finals against Nikola Jokic, Paolo Banchero, Kevin Huerter, Malik Monk, and Cade. They made some sort of roster move. Did they trade nope, Okafor and Sabonis are both still there. Did they just draft Paolo? Yeah, I guess. So they just have so many damn players. Whatever, they're the 2nd seed. They went to 7 in last round as well. We win the first one, win the second one, lose the 3rd, lose the 4th, lose the 5th. We're in game 6 now in Utah, like Mike, and we are going to lose by 40 in Utah. No, is it more? I think it's 40. 27 from Curry on 7 for 21. Victor was 6 for 14. Stanley Johnson was 7 for 17. Whatever they did it right. I don't know. Malik Monk, Jahlil Okafor, Jokic, Paolo, Cade, Sabonis. They really do have a hell of they have Chris Paulson on the damn bench. Jokic and Giannis, conference MVPs, and they win the championship. So safe to say we could have had another ring, just like has happened a million times in this sim. And that is going to do it. Steph Curry is going to retire after 17 years pro at 38 years old. He gives up. He's done. He's tired of it. He leaves out averaging 25 and 9. 1 year removed from an MVP and a championship and a finals MVP, and he said, I'm done. We even had Amir Johnson. He's only a 76 now. He's out of here. Steph Curry, who obviously is going to make the Hall of Fame alongside Derrick Rose, Chris Paul, KD, and Amir Johnson. He averaged 26 a game for his career, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, 2 MVPs, 15 All-Star appearances, 2 championships, 1 finals MVP, 2 NBA first team, 7 NBA second team, 3 NBA third team, 1 defensive second team, and 1 rookie first team, or whatever it was. He had game highs of 58 points, which was this season, 19 field goals, 32 attempted, 12 threes made, 25 free throws made and attempted, 13 rebounds, 4 offensive, 10 defensive, 20 assists, 7 steals, 3 blocks. He leaves with 4 Hall of Fame badges still on him. It says still on him like they were in like his pockets or something. And he is going to finish 9th in total points all time, as Victor is 12th. He's 11th in field goals. Victor is 12th. He's 2nd in threes. Just, oh my God, he's tied to the number with Kyrie, who obviously I would assume is still in the league. They are literally tied exactly in 3-pointers made all time, and Victor is 11th impressively. He's 13th in free throws. Victor is 8th in rebounds. Curry is 6th all time in assists. Also, I felt like showing some of my guy Stanley Johnson's like 30 and he's already has 22,000 points. Curry's also 9th all time in steals, and Victor is 5th all time in blocks, with still probably like 5 years to go on his career, more than likely, if you were to, well, somewhere between 3 to 4 probably. I actually don't know, because Curry could have played like 3 more years, so maybe it's like 5 to 8. I don't maybe I will do a little, why would I do that to myself? I've already been recording this for so damn long. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna say to go even further in this. Curry's playoff record top 5 did get overridden because AD dropped 59, but yeah. And of course, Steph Curry jersey retirement number 30 goes up in the rafters next to the Rick Barry jersey. I did just want to see real quick, like, not the camera boozer, I don't care about none of this stuff, but wow, the Warriors with the Steph Curry money off the books signed Anthony Davis. I wanted to see how they were going to navigate this postpartum Curry era. I don't know why I said postpartum. And they signed Anthony Davis to play alongside. God, I have to simulate a little bit. I'm gonna have to. Brandon Wright, old self. They're not even signed. They don't even have a point guard. They got Rudy. I don't even know what they're doing in regard to point guards. We've seen worse. We just saw a finals team without a center. Wow. They didn't bring back Lonzo. They don't have a PG. They have their best PG is literally nobody. They're 40 overall. So holy hell. Rudy Gobert's there. I can't believe that. I actually genuinely thought I was about to be like thoroughly disappointed and they were about to get nobody, but maybe, you know, I don't know. AD was literally just the MVP. He said, I'm ready. I'm gonna go join him. We started to beat the hell out of the Suns the last few years. So just losing to other teams. I don't even remember if we beat him this year. I can't remember at this point. Johnny Davis will start the season starting at the PG next to Chris Duarte. And they have the front court, one of the greatest front courts you could ever imagine in basketball history. I'm not even gonna do anything. I'm just gonna simulate. I just want to see. It'll go fast. Oh, they're stinking it up right now. They needed Steph, man. Steph was the heart and soul. They needed that PG, man. Okay, they had a really bad start. Ended up D'Angelo Russell wins MVP, former teammate of AD's. AJ DeBonster Rookie of the Year. Whatever. Okay, who cares? Pelicans get the Coach of the Year. Anthony Davis makes the first team All-NBA, still averaging 23 and 11 next to Victor. Stanley Johnson averages 26 and 10 tennis. I forgot he passes the ball a lot. And Victor, 23, 11, and 4. Stanley Johnson is just like our de facto point guard at this point. And Chris Duarte and Johnny Davis are still running the backcourt. Let me just see how this playoff goes. Round 1, they beat the hell out of them. Round 2, they lose in 7 to the Pelicans, AD's former team, with Jabari Parker, D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, Quentin Grimes, Jeremy Sohan, whatever it is. And yeah, they tried. D'Lo, Musa, cooked. Brandon Wright retired. So did Draymond. Brandon Wright also made the Hall of Fame, by the way. I think, yeah, I just wanted to see 1 year. I just wanted to see if, you know, if they showed any type of hope. You just did the same thing you've been doing the entire video. You did good in the regular season, then lost in the playoffs. So I'm not gonna overthink it. We're gonna end it off right here. You saw Victor's stats already last season for the most part. It's been real. It's been fun, but ain't been real fun. Shout out to Andres Beadrins and Jarrett Jack and Kent Bazemore. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Do what you want. Free will. Subscribe. Like, whatever. Comment amygdala. And I'm gonna get the hell up and out of here. Good.